And pause for dramatic effect. Because there's always that delay. Delay's over. Chronicles of the Coast. Sorry we weren't here last night. I had the plague. What is that? Oh my god. What? Kill it with fire. Fire blob at it. Okay. It's my only spell, blob.
Sorry.
World's worst wizard. What were we doing?
You're good at announcing who we are.
We have a stream, right?
Talking about the WWW.
And we're doing what? Your world's worst wizard?
I cast my black spell.
WWW. Yeah, Chronicles of the Coast. That's who we are, and we're doing this cool thing where we stream our game. And the coolest thing about our stream is that it takes place in the adventures that you want to play without the spoilers, because this is Dungeon of the Mad Mage, and our players are going through the aftermath of what you devious players out there have already done. You've gone through level 1 and messed stuff up, guess who's dealing with it? You go and make a mess in the Goblin Bazaar, guess who's gonna deal with it? These guys. And by these guys, I mean...
Oh god, oh god.
Yay!
Howdy, partners.
I'll start this time. My name is Cole Paleborn. Board a long ways away, found my way to Waterdeep. These guys saved me from the ship I was on. We've had a lot of adventures in between. We now own a theater and are on a quest to cure ourselves from a horrible curse.
It's very horrible.
Very the worst of curses.
Curse.
That's Cole.
I know, I got it.
Hey everybody, I play Grim Timbers, and same kind of, same thing that Cole says. Grim's a rock gnome, divination wizard. We spent a lot of time together with these lads in Waterdeep, the City of Splendors, and now we're just mucking about in the Dungeon of the Mad Mage. We ran into a bachelor from a bachelor party, made some friends with his friends, and
We could be friends.
yeah, we tried to be friends actually, but in the end it just didn't work. And so we have a plan to send him on his way, get our treasure, and move on. So that's in a nutshell what's happening. Sunday
Plenty. Fighter, rogue, assassin extraordinaire. We had some fun on our last session. Fought some shadows. Got hit really bad a couple times. Cole dropped to the ground.
I almost died.
I came pretty close to death. So did Finn. I'm glad to be here. We've been off.
Yeah.
Been waiting to play.
-4.
Right? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm like trying to remember how to
Go ahead on board.
Oh man. So I got the plague today, but I'm just getting over it. That's why I sound so quiet, everybody. I'll try to speak up because I can't hear very well. My head all stuffed up. But last week, my quest got sabotaged because Grim had his own justice that he had to dole out for some reason after everybody was already unconscious. And we could have we had manacles for these people. I literally said before, I was like, here, go manacles. But I'm not salty now. Whatever happened, happened. The bachelor we wanted to capture got away.
Bachelor capture?
Yeah, he said no to my commands.
No.
So we just have to go with what we have now, which is one doppelganger left. So I guess Bonnie's gonna be okay with that, right? If we bring back one of the doppelgangers.
It's a brilliant plan.
I mean, what if Bonnie is a doppelganger? You gonna murder her too, Graham, when we get back up there?
Only if Cole knocks her out.
Anyway.
Okay.
It's not like they were innocents. They did have people tied up in the other room.
Yeah, who we were about to release.
Aside from that, there is also one other person that has joined their party. Actually, there are two other people who are in the party. We are missing our guest player, who will be here for possibly his final game next week. Shanahar playing as Orion, a half-elf mage wizard alcoholic, sipping on Coke and rum. Actually, it's brandy. Or is it sipping on gin and juice? I don't know the songs. I'm terrible at
Wait,
that.
are you actually asking
Are you
about the
trying
song?
to sing the
or-
song? Yeah.
No, I can't sing chord order.
Court order.
You're an elf. You have to be able to sing. Everyone knows elves sing.
No.
Just singing is
He
considered
wants
a
to
work
be a
right?
dentist.
Yeah, it's gin and juice, man.
Yeah. So he is missing, as well as the party also has one other follower, Fala the follower. Fala.
Rocks.
Whose character sheet I keep forgetting to update. But aside from that, Fala is a warforged, like a living robot construct with a soul from another planet, another realm of existence, who has found themselves trapped here. Fala, by definition, has no gender, so Fala prefers to just be called Fala, but everybody calls Fala him or her or they or you, just not it.
Or construct.
Or Fala gets mad.
Fala has not ever been upset about being called construct. It.
I guess I never picked up on that.
No, go ahead. Rewatch all of our stream. I'll show you. Everybody go rewatch all of our stream.
Yes.
Anyways, game shall
Doesn't like
commence. In our game. Oh, look, you got that room all set
You
up.
can call me anything, but don't call me a robot.
Call me it.
You can call me anything, just don't call me collect. Not that anybody ever does that anymore, anyways. That's not even a thing. Okay, sorry. You're in a room. This is a room where you are surrounded by the dead doppelgangers. There are also 3 people here who are a dwarf and 2 humans. I don't recall if you asked their names, however, you were told their names back at the Yawning Portal. There is Arturo Talashir, he is a human.
Yeah,
Gilles Gombraken, another human. Gilles appears to be a little bit more heavily armored, as Arturo appears to be more wealthfully dressed.
It's because they just took all these clothes back off the doppelgangers.
One bundle.
Yeah,
It's a little bit more bloody too, right?
They're taking their clothing back. There is also one Vondel Lodestone, the dwarf of the Quindle. It's not a quintet. Quartet. The dwarf of the ill-fated quartet. However, the 3 of them are in somewhat good health. You can see that they are suffering from extreme exhaustion. They are rummaging through the belongings as quickly as they can, searching for water and food, anything to get something back into their system, taking their clothes and possessions and belongings back. They've given you a great many thanks, much more cooperative and thankful than Varys Sylvanar, who has sauntered out of the room.
He fled the coop.
Yeah, Runaway Groom.
Maybe we'll get lucky and some bleed them.
But here you are. This room has the way that you had came from, as well as a door leading to the room where you had found the prisoners. And then there is a chamber that leads to the south. From where you are, you can see with a little bit of dim light that this room has from a campfire and its dying embers, that you can see the hall to your south branches off to the left and right.
So did we gonna have a discussion about what happens with this these people and this doppelganger?
You already made a decision, so we're gonna go with it.
We're sending them up to the surface to be married.
If he's willing.
What do you say, doppelganger number 1?
And he adopts the form of Varys Sylvanar. Right. No, let's do it. It'd be great. Okay.
You
I'm ready
that?
for this.
Did you see how creepy that was, man? That's why. All right.
Will you make her happy?
Oh, yeah. No, I got it.
Is that good enough fit?
Sorry, I know it's not
Hey man, are you upset?
convincing, but I mean, I am Varys. So, it's kind of how we do it. It's cool. It's cool. It's how Varys do.
Okay. Through Varys' shit attitude, can you tell me if you're still broken up about your friend's dad?
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. That was messed up.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm alive, so it's cool.
I can't kill.
What if the curse what if it failed?
It doesn't.
Later on, you feel broken up about this. You want to talk about it. You can find Groom.
Okay, I see how it is, Finn Lumen. I got you.
You
Magic missile.
you guys you gonna keep going into the dungeon then? Gonna go deeper? Gonna see what's further down in that dungeon?
Well, I'm missing a cauldron.
Let's go.
Well, there's a couple points of order that.
No, I don't mean down there. I mean like deeper. You know, 3rd, 4th, 5th level. I mean, I'm just saying might not have to come back for you at all.
You won't. You're not gonna have to come back for us.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
You just drop our portion of the treasure off at the Rose Thorn Theater.
You're doing that a little too well, man.
Yeah.
You know, stupid is as stupid does.
Oh.
See why they're so spooky? Why there's
No, it's not
okay
spooky.
that there's
It's
3
just
less of them in the world. Penny Little Man.
Let's just get this done.
All right.
Hey, you guys. You okay with this?
The dwarf is like eating dried, crusted bread. The other two are basically trying to fight over a wineskin. He's like, I need more. No, give it.
Look at that human treasure.
You already drank more than half of it. I deserve some now.
They starved them.
Grim, just because you killed all these people, like, you can't make it right. Okay?
It is right already. I don't have to make it right. Hey.
Archie, I think that they said, are we okay with Varys being replaced by a doppelganger? Well, to hell with, to the 9 hells with Varys. Do you see him around here? I will have no more of it. Geos, gather our things. Please, my lords. Any of you have more water to spare? It's been frightfully dry in there.
Ollie, you got that endless decanter, right?
Oh yeah, we got a lot of water.
No, please.
That's what I see, just like a bath, basically.
Yeah.
Is that what you do? Are you just going to like open this up and torrential rain down on them?
Do
they have anything to carry?
Do they have water skins?
Yeah, they're currently fighting over a mostly empty water skin right now.
Okay. I have to follow. Will you fill their water skins? With your magic bottle of water?
I have a magic bottle of water?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's pretty cool.
I don't remember having that. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And Father goes over and offers up the water. Then like they just soak it in. They're taking in that water as if they were just a fish on land. And this continues for a good 10 minutes until you can actually see that like their belly is beginning to bulge from how much they're trying to get down.
Oh God, we fed them too much.
They're gonna get sick.
Pop.
It's just
Thought you were adults about this.
Their brains are gonna swell. It's hypernatremia. Oh, quest failed. So, but they're fine. They drink all this in, and they're finally.
I don't want to be around when they gotta go to the bathroom.
I shall say not about the doppelganger. Varys abandoned us. He planned to abandon her. Should we return this facsimile of Varys and all parties are happy, well then, so be it.
And one of you will deliver our portion of the treasure to the theater.
You're not gonna escort these people back out?
Wait, you're not going to escort us people back out?
Yeah, right.
Is that? Do we?
Yeah, let's just walk them back. I need to get a cauldron.
I understand if you want to travel more in the wrong direction. We can stay here for but a moment. I see no immediate threat. But we have been trapped in a hole for 3 days. And this is the first drop of water we have seen.
Alright.
I don't understand how Varys managed to remain so well, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Do bards have the ability to conjure food and water?
Finn?
Not me.
Oh no, you're pretty handy with a ladle.
That's not conjuration.
I got some of your
I actually
cookies.
cook.
Questionable, but questions for another day.
I don't know. Maybe he's stuffing it in his prison wallet.
Should you decide you are not ready to go, we will be ready whenever you say you are ready to return us.
Okay. So do any of us? Should we go check out the rest of this floor before we go?
You want to walk the rest of these folks through this?
No, they're gonna wait. They said they'd wait here.
You want to wait them here?
They said
Are we gonna
they'd
ride the
wait.
rope back up to the tavern?
Yeah, it's just
yeah.
a gold piece, right?
Yes.
Just,
Like, let's just walk them up to the tavern. It's not that hard, right?
let's go.
Okay.
How long have we been down here? Just 2 days?
This is your second day,
Yeah, that's what I figured.
and
Still
the
the
day
first
is
day.
young.
We can go get more
Just
food.
go get him.
I can go steal his cauldron and come back down. I'm sure he'd sell it to me.
Why do you need to steal a cauldron?
I'm out of my cauldron's gone. Don't you remember that big old half-orc lady who took it?
No.
She gave me 3 gold for it.
Okay.
We saved them earlier.
Yeah. All right.
I actually don't
You guys were really standoff. Like, she talked Orcish to you. Like, we didn't catch it, but it seemed like she'd be really
I didn't know
mean.
that you sold your cauldron.
I didn't sell it. I gave her some of her gumbo.
Follow continues.
Oh,
She
the
literally
adventurers.
took it. She literally walked off.
And
of
she
it.
took off.
Maybe
with
she
your
left it on the
cauldron.
bar.
Yeah, man, I don't have the cauldron anymore. It's gone. She just threw me
The
2
bar
3
went out of the
cauldrons.
kitchen in the bar.
All right, so we round up these captives
Scale up
and freed captives and this imposter slash impersonator
Savior.
savior, and we head back to the lift.
Okay.
It's the man-sheen groom.
Heading back to the lift.
It's this incomplete cooking set here now.
All right. Just throw that part of the dungeon away then.
Like, I think we're just gonna bring him back, and we want to explore the rest of the
Yeah.
dungeon.
Yeah.
Are you?
I'm just gonna make a quick stop, grab my stupid cauldron from.
Fast forward.
Party.
Yeah.
You, as you're,
He's like, no, not that, buddy.
let me get out my other notes.
Get on that train.
Oh no.
This is the life of a dungeon master, is always being prepared for the wrong thing.
Nothing goes.
You backtrack. The were-rats, they hang back a little bit. They kind of stop where they are now, and they take on full rat form and they scurry about. They go through some of the stuff that was left behind in the camp, but beforehand they did let you know that they will be waiting for you. In fact, they might even scout ahead a little bit to the Goblin Bazaar. They mentioned that goblins, short goblin, they sometimes have rats, giant rat.
Oh shit.
Guard dog.
Just buy a cauldron from them. We'll just drop these guys off at the tavern and get out of here.
Yeah.
Okay.
We scout look for you up ahead. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay,
noble,
sounds good.
Noble rat. See, I can be nice to some people, right?
Hey, be careful.
Finn will give you a cheese treat when you come back.
A cheese treat. That
So
Side backlands.
You guys ever had Giant's cheese?
Giant's cheese?
Yeah.
From their toes.
No.
All right.
From their cows?
It's legendary.
you make your way back towards the beginning of the dungeon where you have the lift, and at the bottom of this lift there is a tin bucket on a rope leading all the way up, and
We have a
Put the
total
coin
standoff
in the
moment
bucket.
where like none of us want to put a gold in. Like I don't have any gold.
fully aware of
Got
what must
3
be
on me,
done.
So I put 3 in.
I grabbed 2 out.
Varys the imposter is like, right,
I'm kidding.
I'm a little strapped, my friends.
How much?
We need a gold piece for a person.
Each person.
Right.
I've got 3. I just threw it.
Okay. How much?
How many people are going up?
Oh shit. Yeah, that's right. So we only needed like 5, right? 4.
Reach into the bag of holding, grab 2 more gold, pop it in the bucket.
We got Fala, the 3.
We're not riding up, are we?
No, we're not going up.
Oh, that's right. We're sending them up.
Yep, just them. Sorry. Making this quick.
TTF.
Fala leans over and is like, don't you need to collect the prize?
We'll get it.
Perhaps we should all just go up.
All right.
It's a lot of gold. I mean, do we need to take that back to our theater?
We got a wallet.
No?
Yeah, I can hold on to the wallet. So let's all go up.
Okay.
Lunch then?
Lunch.
I'm more than happy to sit down and share an empty mug with you.
Beer sounds good.
All right. Double
One
the gold.
gold. 6 gold, right? 7 gold.
Yeah.
Orion. And one by one, you all ascend up the shaft of the yawning portal and find your way back up into the tavern. One by one, you're greeted as people see you overhead, and you see that coin is exchanged and cheers go out among people as they see you have returned. A few begrudging people hand over much larger purses of coin to other people as soon as they see Varys, the doppelganger, come up out of it, assuming that it is the one and only and returned safely. Upon seeing this, the bride-to-be actually does see what's going on. She rushes over and says, Lord Varys, you have returned to me, my love. I have waited for you here the entire time. Doppelganger Varys adjusts himself. He's like, cool, all right, yeah. It's so good to see you. I've been down in that hole. Yeah. Rough times. But these brave adventurers saved me. And he looks out to the rest of the tavern and says, a cheer and a jeer from my friends.
Why the jeer?
I just say, we made it. Pay up, suckers. Where's my 500
where's
gold?
our money? Yeah. I want everybody to give us the money that we said we wouldn't get when we came
What do we
back.
call
That's
ourselves?
right. Yeah.
What do we call ourselves? I forgot.
Troop of Thorns.
We're the Troop of Thorns.
Announce that shit.
Yeah, the Troop of Thorns has returned.
Thorns! And applause goes out and people cheer for you.
Suckers.
One by one. And you see
Change my 500 fucking gold.
Varys' bride-to-be. She says, I'm a woman of my word. I did not expect you back so soon, but give me but a moment. Varys, my love, stay here with them. I must retrieve the coin. I apologize. I had given up the dowry. I had given up hope that you had returned, but a dowry is nothing. Is that correct, my love? And pretender Varys leans over and says, but to gaze in your eyes once more and to see the candlelight of this tavern has filled me with a renewed love and hope, my dear.
Oh,
If only to see that ebon hair flow freely from your shoulders.
Sunday's all bubbly.
I have been gone for days, but what is a moment more for true love?
I cast prestidigitation and make it look like sparks are coming down from the sky.
You got a good heart.
So clap.
You got a good heart.
Clap goes out among everyone. It's like it starts with one note,
Yeah.
and then just everybody just joins in, and
Freaking money.
you sit down. You have a moment. Durnham, the tavern keep, the familiar face. This one's on the house. He hands over a drink to all of you. He hands over a drink to Fala. Fala dumps it on the floor and then pretends to drink with the rest of you.
Paula, dear, give it to Cole next time.
I'll drink it fast.
Colt knocks over a table of peanuts. Like, not a table, a bowl. Dumps it out quickly.
He's like party foul.
Yeah.
Sips that up. It's salty and delicious.
Nothing gets over Cole. Too fast.
Right.
Momentarily, it's actually quite a long wait, but eventually she does come back. It is somewhere around 2 hours or so, and she returns, but with her she has a wooden chest. There are 2 armed guards with her, seemingly you would assume as protection for somebody carrying a large, substantial amount of wealth with her.
Warrants for our arsenal.
And roll initiative.
Oh yeah, gotta use those mimics.
It's a mimic.
It's a mimic!
It was always a trap.
You stupid players, you fell
From
for
outside you hear, look out, runaway cart! It's a booknado!
He's like,
damn it, I was gonna use that one again.
Find that bookie that made that bet.
Yes, right.
500 gold.
You open up the chest and take it to a secluded spot in the yawning portal where you are able to count out your coin. Miss Saradio Amasalaro sits there with a smile on her face and toying with Varys' blonde locks. As you count out 2,000 gold pieces, 100 platinum pieces, and 5 gems.
Is that going in the wallet, or you want me to hold on to it?
You should hold on to it.
Yeah,
Okay.
even if you wrote
So
like
you said
wallet.
2,000 gold pieces,
Uh-huh.
100 platinum pieces,
No.
and 5 gems valued at 100 gold a piece. They appear to be a uncut sapphire.
I love it.
Grim, you know a thing or two about gems, as well as Finn with parents who are dwarven. You recognize that the gems themselves are valued so low for being sapphire. They do have a lot of occlusions in them. So, unlikely you could cut them into something more valuable.
Do you want these?
Casting or something.
Spell components, maybe?
Diamonds. Diamonds are useful, not these. We should sell them.
You can't use them for realization.
Yeah.
I need jade.
Yeah.
Throw them in the bag.
We'll just put him. We'll just stick him upstairs as decoration.
I've heard that moonstones work for everything.
Use them for paperweights in our library.
Should we should we bring some of this gold with us for the bazaar?
Oh yeah. So we'll buy a cauldron there.
Oh, it's all coming. We're not gonna send it back to the theater.
No,
Okay.
I don't have any stash anymore.
Okay.
Do we need to give him any
It's a
money?
one-way
for-
trip.
Sorry. Do we need to give him any money
They
for
sound
like
like Finn.
advertisement?
You gotta be a little louder.
Do we need to give him any money for advertisement?
Oh, do we need to send some
It's
back?
only been 2
to-
days.
They're making money every day.
Let's go then. I'm ready to go back down. Hey,
Um,
What's
adventurers.
that bookie during that 2 hours?
Does anybody sell potions here? Up here?
Only
For
at
waiting
the,
that 2 hours?
only at I want to say a real name.
Do we gotta go to Schemos?
Not schemes.
We're going to a bazaar.
You gotta be louder, Finn. I can't hear you.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm
guys.
sitting right here.
No, I was thinking forward as. I think we should go to the Goblin Bazaar and buy it there.
All right
Think
then.
we'll have it.
Well, let's go back down. The day is young. Let's finish this level.
I mean, Telendriel's right here, but
Telendriel?
yeah, over at the Rosy filter.
Ah, not worth the trip.
I mean, it's only halfway across town.
It is.
We know you
We
love her,
don't need
Finn,
to. Let's go.
but it's not worth the trip.
A loud ruckus,
Oh shit.
very noisy, goes up in the crowd of the yawning portal. It appears to be one of shock, surprise, laughter, and horror as the winch pulls up. You're unable to see what's over there. There is a loud noise and a crowd surrounding the entire thing. You don't have clear line of sight, but then you hear on a lute, and you hear a voice yell out, "I was caught in a dungeon shaft, and I thought, what would I do
Can we straight issue out of here?
The new one.
as I tried to escape you?" And
Started shaking at the knees.
I was shaking at the knees. I told you I can't sing. And stepping from the wall of the yawning portal is none other than Varys. Looking up,
doppelganger! Kill it!
looking up over the crowd. Standing on top of the table is your Varys, your facsimile, as well as his betrothed Sariel. And they look over and you see Varys right away is he keeps his composure. He's keeping his composure. But Sariel, she's got a look of confusion. Very confused, seeing what's going on. And she says, "Varys, my love, what is the meaning of this? Explain, please.
Not our problem.
Adventurers, what's
Go.
going on?"
I just walk away.
From around the crowd,
I walk away.
you see
Oh, nothing.
this Varys step through, and as he's moving about, he stops, kind of
I
glances
try to
over.
meet him immediately. I walk
Double
up
look.
to this Varys as quickly as I can.
Hey, short stack.
Does he see me as I blend into the crowd?
Yeah, you're
He sees you right away.
Oh,
He
I
just
don't.
points right
I
at
hope
you.
he doesn't see me because I'm about to go into stealth.
Where'd you go? Where are you?
Hey, that's pretty
Hey,
cool.
I'll dig.
That is a 14 plus 5. So a 19.
He sees the rest of you. He sees his doppelganger, and he's looking about. You're actually gonna beat his perception. Congratulations.
Cool. I come up behind him and I cast suggestion. Second level.
Power move.
Before Finn gets close enough, he starts looking at all of you and he's like, "Yo, Sariel, Varys, what's going on here? Which one of you? What happened?" He's like, yeah, one of us is a doppelganger. Deuces." And he starts walking away. "What?" It's like, "No, he's lying to you, my love. Well, he's telling the truth. He is a doppelganger." And so your suggestion goes off. He makes a saving throw.
It's 15.
Yeah, doesn't do it.
I cast suggestion.
Wait, he doesn't have advantage.
Serio.
He is an elf.
He doesn't have advantage.
using his
I have
loot.
advantage.
You're using your loot.
Oh,
Then it's going to cancel itself out, and I rolled a 18. It was a 20 and a 15. He's got a +3.
So anyways, I come up behind him and I start playing my loop. You're gonna do what I say, and then you're like, no. And you turn around and
He looks at
put a little
you.
finger in my mouth again. It's fuck.
He looks
Twice.
He looks
3 times. Fucking 3 times.
hand on his shoulder.
Damn it.
I remember when I was a young bard. Bye, Felicia. He turns around and just walks away.
Wow.
Moves his way through the crowd.
Can I cast Disguise Self on somebody else?
I don't think so.
Moving away from this mama drama about
That would be
to occur.
disguise someone else, not disguise self.
I cast suggestion on Serio.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yes.
So she sees you beginning to weave this spell.
Flinging magic around.
Fala puts a 3-fingered hand on your shoulder and is like, "Grim,
Just let it go.
just let it go. Let it
From a
go.
6-year-old child.
Let it go.
Okay.
I don't know the words to that song. Am I doing it right, Finn?
I'm like,
I seem to
It
convince
hurts me really bad that you're singing that. Still let that go.
Right? Do I sing to make people do what I want?
No, that's not how it works, Follow.
I'm sorry.
You just have to like
follow
learn
my
the lesson
lead,
that it
Paula.
doesn't work on stupid elves.
okay, I power down.
The only thing that works on elves is knives, Follow.
I'm sorry I disappointed you.
I'm looking for that look.
Quit making Paula feel bad, Finn.
It's not your fault, Follow. It's stupid elf's fault.
That was a close one. Call. I don't even know what just happened. I thought that guy was already going.
Doppelganger Varys and
Follow
Sariel
your
move
lead.
along. The money is in your possession, and he goes to reassure her everything. His performance is spot on. He looks at all of you and says, "Thank you for having done the right thing and bringing me back. And unfortunately, that doppelganger has not been brought to justice, but how long can one of such poor morale and morals go?
Press your luck.
I'll get him one day.
We'll get him. We'll get him.
We'll get him.
So, about getting back down in the dungeon.
I want to get paid first.
We got the money.
No, I got other money.
Oh, what money?
Somebody
Is Varys
made a
wearing any
500 gold
of
piece
Varys'
wager
clothing?
that it wouldn't come back.
Yeah,
He
the
came
other
back.
Varys
I got
came
500
back
bucks.
with bits and pieces
him?
missing. This Varys has bits and
You keep
pieces.
ignoring
The
me.
only real difference is that Varys coming up the hoist.
Can I have like one of his socks or something?
The other Varys was the one who actually had the loot.
I don't need the loot. I just need something that belongs to
No, I'm just saying, like,
Varys.
that's the only real
I-
main difference.
I need one thing from the original Varys. That's what I'm asking for right now.
Do you say this out loud?
No. I'm thinking to myself right now, what was one of the things from both of them, okay? Like, is he wearing a shirt that belonged to the original Varys? I'll steal a button from it. That's
Sure.
all I'm asking for.
Sure.
Thank you.
Cool. You just walk over. Boink.
It was falling off. I'll see you later. Take care.
Deuces.
Deuces.
He's too cool with it.
Now, what about your debt, Sunday? Have you settled up? Didn't you make
Uncle?
a bet? No,
I did make a bet, and I need to get paid because we came back.
I got
500 gold pieces.
Where's that guy?
20 gold pieces.
Yeah, where is this?
He walked. He's
You find the bookie that you
this
made that
bookie?
bet, and you made a bet for 500 gold pieces.
That's what he said.
So,
Did you actually put
having come back, the odds on you returning were 1 in 3, which means beating the odds, you're going to get 3 times the payout. You
30 gold?
finding him, he sees a scowl on his face. He's like,
All right, well, a deal's a deal.
counts up the coin one by one. You see them. He deals it out mostly in platinum coin. There is a 50 gold piece gem in there, but it adds up. You've got 1,500 gold pieces.
Cool.
Bang.
Thank you.
Ooh, a little rainy day.
We hold on to that too. Too much weight.
See Bonnie anywhere?
Yeah. The barmaid has been making eye contact with you for the entire
It's
time.
like super intense.
That's the first time Sunday's had money.
She
Right?
sees
Since
what's
Uncle-
going on right away. She knows
from the man who used to
that
be
has
who
had
you
not
found back
had a
is
coin
the
in her
doppelganger.
pocket. Oh,
And she has
not
noticeably
had a coin in her
noticed
pocket. So she's
3 are
sorry.
missing. But
Hey, do you
she
think
hasn't
it's
approached
good?
you.
It's after
Well, a
a
little
bunch of
bit.
magic items too. That's cash, boys. The 30 gold that I got.
Do some theater
And
up there. Paint.
You walk by as she's passing
some
by
paint.
a tray with
And
empty
stucco.
mugs and dishes, and as she passes by, she gives you a look like she knows what had happened. And you drop the 30 gold into an empty tankard. It makes a clunk sound of the coin hitting the hollow pewter, and she gives a wry smile, kind of like a courtesy, but
Sorry. I walk off.
she doesn't even stay long enough for that, hurriedly going about her business.
I want the finest bottle of Elven mead before we leave. I'm taking it with us.
Elven mead.
Yep.
Mm.
What you got?
I have Elven mead. You don't look like the purveyor of Elven
Doesn't
goods,
matter. We're
but
partying now. Go back down.
Green zombie teeth.
Trying to stay in my club.
Hold on a second. Is she chasing the green fairy now, guys?
well,
We're gonna go down.
if it's a celebration you're in for, then how about you
Just
step
what?
up? How about you step up the price a little bit? And I've got this bottle that I picked up from a
bottle.
traveler recently.
Hey, can I buy your cauldron?
No, I'm talking business here.
Sorry. I'll shut up. I get down.
I've got this very fine bottle,
Yeah.
Champagne Dule Stomp,
Dule Stomp.
100 gold. It's legendary.
buy it.
Is that ours?
What? Buy that.
No, buy that shit.
Yeah, why not?
It's worth it.
Minus
someday.
100. What's it called? Champagne Dule Stomp.
Champagne Dule Stomp.
Hands you a bottle. It's got some dust on it. Obviously hasn't seen the light of day in a while, which is good for wine and other distilled spirits and
Thank you.
fermented spirits. It has an unusual label on it, and the wax seal at the very top bears a stern-looking man side profile, receding widow's peaked hairline.
Okay.
Now,
Doesn't look familiar.
Mr. Durham, one other thing. Do you have something behind the bar that might entice a drow? Maybe some mushroom wine or something special from the Underdark. Some spider silk milk, perhaps.
Spider's milk, wine. Drow, you say? I only get the occasional drow in here, but yeah, let me take a look. I'll look in the back, see what I can find.
Thank you.
He disappears for a moment. You continue enjoying the revelry. People come up from time to time, a pat on the back. 1 or 2 people refill Cole's mug as a celebration. Everyone is always happy to see someone return from the depths of Undermountain.
We're going back in, boys.
Yeah. 2 for 1. Who wants to bet again?
Round 2. Where's the card holder?
We're going down.
holder.
We're going down to the bottom, guys.
Go straight
all the
way.
We're gonna go all the way. I'm gonna go high five Hauser.
Slide down the rope.
Yeah.
Durham actually does not return right away, but instead you're greeted a hand on your shoulder. You look up to see the young face of the resident bard. He has a lute in hand and there's only 3 strings on it, but he offers you a bottle of wine, which has it actually has a symbol on it of a drow household called Freth.
Breath.
Yes. As for the wine itself, it's mostly unlabeled. As for just the symbol on it, the household insignia.
Okay.
But a hand on your shoulder, he looks at you, and he looks over at you, Finn, and says, "Hi, I'm 3 Strings, the bard here.
Sorry about my sour face. I just got in an argument with another bard.
Yes. Quite the show that put on there. It was
Yeah.
interesting. I mean, but it's all in a day here at the Yawning Portal. Adventurers like you to have gone down and come back. How far did you make it, might I ask?
First level.
First level? But you came back with missing people gone for 2 days. 3, actually.
Mm-hmm. That was our task.
Well, I have a favor to ask of you.
Alright.
You see, I happen to owe someone some coin, and they're all the way in Skullport. Now, I have a job to do here in the Yawning Portal. I am the resident bard. I mean, surely you have heard people play Yo Mind's Symphony of the Midnight Moon, but if you've ever heard anyone play it on 3 strings, now that is talent.
I would love to hear that.
appreciate
if
it.
you play that in our theater.
Can I get an insight check on him saying he owes someone money?
Yeah, that's a good idea. We should ask if he can bust for us. Right?
You believe him.
I believe him.
You believe him.
Okay.
Hey,
I would be more than happy to someday perform in your theater. The Troop of Thorn, was
Invitation
it?
is there.
I believe I've heard of you. You own the Roseland Theater. Fantastic news. I will make an effort to stop by sometime. Upon your return, it shall be a celebratory performance.
Can I ask you a question?
May I give you an answer?
What are the critics saying about our theater?
Reviews have been mixed as of late. The open mic night, as you have labeled it, a mic I don't know. Honestly, the first time I heard it, I thought you would be opening someone an autopsy.
No, it was
Right.
Mike. His name's Mike, and he's very open about like what he talks about. He's like, you can ask him about
opens up,
any
yeah.
subject. He's just very open about it. You know?
It's an AMA. It's Ask Mike Anything.
Yeah, ask Mike.
Oh,
Open mic.
and I very much actually, I did very much actually enjoy the what you had on 2 nights ago. Something, what was it? It was a tad talk. There was a tad talk. They talked a tad about things and.
Right.
Oh my god.
Did you catch the cooking episode Finn had?
Oh,
That was delicious.
I had heard about it, had not seen it.
Maybe you'll catch it next time.
Yeah,
as
man.
front row guest.
The food though has been getting excellent reviews, might I say.
Oh, good job, Finn.
But
No,
Who did you leave in charge?
Harlan. Harlan does all the cooking.
I do have to digress.
Just remember.
I have a debt to pay.
Who do you owe?
Okay.
Well, it's just a small debt. I have the gold. I would be handing it to you in good faith. It's merely 300 gold. So, seeing what you had retrieved earlier, I don't think that you would be the penny pinchers to rip me off. But I would like you to return it to Kalal Kladani. C-A-L apostrophe A-L. Elven names, am I right?
Mm-hmm. Trust me, I know.
Kalal Kaldani.
Where are they?
Caledon.
She resides in Skullport.
That's where we're going.
Oh, fantastic.
Actually,
So beyond the money, what's in it for us?
Nothing, I'm afraid. It's a favor.
Alright.
No, you can do us a favor.
Yeah.
Hey, can you do some busking for us? Like, we'll start playing. Hey, check out the Rose Thorn
Theater.
Yeah,
Oh, advertising.
yeah.
I would love to, but to advertise for another
Oh, yeah,
establishment
well,
while working here would be in poor taste.
how about singing about the Trope of Thorns?
Look, I cannot speak for
Yes, write us a
Yeah,
song.
yeah, write us a song.
I shall write you a lovely. What
Maybe
shall it
an
be?
intro.
A melody. I think a melody for you. A short ballad, I think, of your exploits and victories. Once you return, you should tell me all about it, and I shall make sure that they are sung across the city of Waterdeep. The whole city of splendors will know of your triumphs.
Yeah, we'll do it over drinks.
Fantastic. I see that you appear to be one of the musical craft as well. Perhaps these deft fingers can match a musical raconteur with one such as yourself.
Battle of the Bands.
That'd be fun.
Good.
talking
In good spirits.
No. I know that that's what bards usually do, but no, not this time.
No, we both
Yeah.
have fancy fingers, is what he's talking about.
It's jazz hands.
Alright.
Yeah,
Give me the
totally.
money.
Very well. Thank you. Until then, should you find yourself in Skullport, make sure you let Cal Owl know who I am, and hopefully she will pay it forward.
Is Kal does she want to kill you if you don't pay her this money back?
And what does she look like, by the way?
Excellent question. I was about to get to that. Can't miss her. Not very many half-drow in the world at all.
Whoa. That's a crazy marriage.
What do you? Why did you?
How did that work
How do you
out?
owe her this money?
We're on friendly terms. Some people borrow, some people loan.
Just a friendly loan. Okay. Sounds reasonable.
All right.
I'm ready to go back down in the hole.
Yeah.
Rations?
We're okay right now. I mean, we can buy food when we get to Goblin Bazaar, right? I'm sure they've. You got, when you live inside the Underdark, you gotta eat by the Underdark. It's what I say. Everything kind of tastes like chicken every once in a while.
Let's go.
I must say I disagree, but good fortune to all of you, my new friends. And so, you descend once again back down into Undermountain.
When in the Underdark.
What happens in Undermountain stays in Undermountain. Sometimes forever.
Oh no!
Where would you like to go?
Do you guys want to head back where we were?
Who's leading this expedition?
Yeah, they might trap us.
Who's leading this dog pony show?
So are we just gonna go? We have to go meet them guys again, or
Right.
just ditching them?
What guys? We brought them all
Oh,
up.
all the okay, never mind.
Right on the wrap up, they were scouting.
Oh yeah, the rat folk are off scouting for us.
We
Yeah.
got Orion with us still, though, right?
What?
We got Orion with us still?
Yeah, I would assume so.
Correct.
Orion comes down in a lift after you. He's like, hey.
Yeah. There you go. Hey, wait, Sunday, I think you want some of your wine.
I'm not opening it yet.
You see that actually now you notice that he's actually carrying a pony cake with him.
When did you get
Open it when we get to Skullport.
Oh, why didn't we do that? We could have just traded everybody beer on the way down.
Yeah.
Trade everybody beer.
Man,
Good
that's
idea.
They had it for sale.
You know, you're
Good
like
job.
good everywhere. Conjuration
Good job,
wizard.
Ryan.
He like takes his hook and he's like,
Wait. In my town, we do it like this, and I do a handstand on top of it.
he's like, I get you. He puts a hook around your belt and holds you in place and like shakes it up and it starts floating into your mouth.
Grab his leg.
God.
Grab Finn's leg.
Okay.
So
Go
you
find our
descend back down
were-rats.
into Undermountain. Where would you like to go?
Back to the were-rats.
You know what we could
left
do is
them.
just like have me upside down and then just had it pour into my mouth like this.
The were-rats took off. They're scouting for us, so we need to go check out the chamber.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, we made it
We're
all
going
the way
there.
down
Yeah,
the
we're
second
going.
floor.
You go all the way back.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yes.
On your trail back,
Random encounters.
actually for the most part you don't find a whole lot. However, you do find
A bronzed visage.
is there
I
some
flip
place?
off the blonde massages.
Yeah. On the way by, we're like,
I'll figure you out.
Would you like to stop somewhere and explore around a little bit to see if you can find some clues to this bronzed visage?
Well, I'm sure the rat folk will be okay for a little bit, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll be just fine.
So bronze dude was.
It's a mystery school.
It's a mystery scoop. I can't do it, guys.
Yeah. I
In
think
the hallway.
is
It was one of these statues.
it where's it at, Jesse? We're
Is it 40?
40 or 39A.
The bronzed visage?
yes.
I believe it was 27.
Oh.
2-7. Is that like closer to where we came?
I can't see because your hand is in the way.
Here.
Oh yeah, the little
With the arrow down.
the
27's in
teleport.
there.
There you go.
can't access till level 23. Is that what it said? The button.
Yeah, still bronze.
Still bronzed. I mean,
Check it out. And I throw a coin at it.
Bink! It bounces off the statue, hits the ground, rolls around the back wall a little bit in the alcove, and then comes to a rest in front of you. As it goes all the way around.
Oh my god.
Can I
Wait.
try and
Perfect.
push it?
Push what? The statue? The wall?
the statue.
Can we turn it?
The two of you trying to work the statue. You're like trying to push it. It kind of like rocks a little. You try and turn it. It slides. It scrapes along the wall. You see now that you're like leaving fresh scrape marks, as if it has not been scraped before.
Damn dirt.
what's the inscription on it again? Since we're here.
The inscription.
And I start giving like knocks. I want to knock like the head, look for hollow
Got
spots.
flame skull, comet,
Oh, I should
tower.
banish him next time I see him. I say that out loud.
Don't worry, Finn. We'll get it.
We'll get him next time.
The boss relief reveals the following inscription carved into the harp of the statue. Gaze upon me with bronzed visage, and secrets shall I reveal.
Is the harp playable?
No,
I see.
it's not even. It doesn't even have strings on it. It's just the shape of a harp, carved out of stone like the rest of the statue.
You guys got a bronze mirror?
It is a
I have a
nude,
mirror.
heavy-set man playing a harp.
I have a hand mirror.
I mean, you could show him his vestige, his bronze mirror or something like that.
Okay. I have a steel mirror.
Joel, pull out the mirror. Put it up in front of him.
Like right in his
Face.
face. No.
All around.
Well, no one else has solved
Didn't work.
it, I guess.
Put it back.
I mean, is there anything else in this hallway? Anything across from the boss relief directly that would sort of indicate?
No.
And which room is this again, guys?
Hey,
27.
Finn, is there anything strange about this harp? Is it a normal harp? Does it have the normal amount of strings? Does it have the?
It looks normal, right?
As far as you can tell.
I'll inspect it. That is a 3, -1.
Having inspected it before, you don't find anything new.
Yeah.
Any rooms around here that we haven't gone in? Not really.
I don't believe so.
So I'm doing a little like material check, like knocking, trying to find a hollow spot in the statue or something.
Everything sounds like solid stone.
Okay, I'm doing the same thing with all the stones behind the little enclave.
Bing,
Trying to find a secret door and or some stone loose or something.
I light a torch.
Nothing. You light a torch. Sunday thanks you.
Did that.
Oh, you did that?
She can take her goggles off for a second.
Rich.
Just start shining it everywhere around the statue.
You look like an air traffic controller, just doing everything you can.
God damn.
But nothing.
Nothing.
Alright.
Maybe the answer's in a different room, guys. Like, the answer to this is like, I bet we're gonna stumble across it sooner or later. We're gonna be like, oh, of course, bronze vestige.
Okay.
Alright.
Maybe he's like needs a code or something, guys.
I like start looking. I start like following the smoke
Code?
from the torch to see if it's like sucking into a secret passage somewhere. Or codes.
Rises right up to the ceiling.
I look up at the ceiling and investigate the ceiling.
There is a dark spot from Grimm's torch.
I touch it.
It is warm to the touch, and you leave finger marks across the ceiling as soot
I'll
comes
stare
away.
at its eyes. Gaze at its eyes.
And later on, someone's gonna see this and like, did somebody catch on fire?
And it's gonna throw them off. They'll be like, guys,
Bronze
even
vestige.
worse.
I think that if you mess with this statue, you'll burst into flames, clearly.
I
Rub its
start
belly.
drawing with the charcoal like on his face. Like just He's just fucking with it.
A mustache. And everything.
The obese man with the heart all of a sudden has war paint on and a mustache,
yeah.
little goatee. You draw some horns on him.
I think I figured it out.
Rub his belly.
Let's go.
Looks good.
Okay.
Little Hitler mustache.
Fala takes some of the soot off the ceiling and like draws no secret.
Right?
You're not sure if Fala's onto
Fala.
something or not, but you do think it's funny.
It is
Fala
funny.
here.
It's really cute, Paula.
All right,
Let's
so
get out of here.
yeah,
We blew it.
let's get out of here. Let's go
Long
back to
I'll cast light.
Gaze.
Can I cast it on Fall's hand? So she could be like an Iron Man.
The Fala has it on Fala's hand, and for a moment, in like surprise, covers it up and plays with it,
Nice.
and then like shines it around, and like, thanks, Finn.
The goggles!
Fala's like, oh, I'm sorry. Ah, it's so bright.
Follow, show the statue.
Nothing happens.
It's like a cool like reverse shadow on the walls because it's her hand.
Right. That's cool.
Okay.
Wait, look.
He's
Figures. Perfect. Is that a dog?
I don't know. It's my hands, I think.
Who tied it out,
Yeah.
Paula?
This one I called the spaceship.
So you proceed back through the dungeon, back to the spot you were, and you find the place where you had saved the missing bachelor party.
Okay.
Here you are again confronted with the options of seeing what was in the room that they were held hostage in, as well as exploring to the south to see what else this little corner of the dungeon might have.
As we were supposed to meet up with the rat folk.
They said that they would either wait here, but they were kind of thinking about scouting ahead in rat form for you.
All right.
Any markings on the wall for their ahead
No.
theory? Didn't think so. Let's go. You want to go in
I
the
can
room
get
that
you
they
hooked up.
were in?
Where they at? Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of hidden back there. I'll get.
We're going
Oh, hey,
room
Grip.
they were in, I guess, right?
Yo.
If you're near familiar and invisible. Right?
Yeah.
You want to go with a bigger item?
It's pretty stealthy anyway.
All right.
He built it with camouflage.
Yeah.
We can do this for an hour. I can just have him run ahead.
Okay.
All right. Cast invisibility on the Grimm's familiar. This horrifying robot crab monster.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like Sid. It's toys.
He's cute. He's not horrifying.
Sure. As soon as I find a doll's head, I'm gonna put it on top of it. Oh God! I'm not
Sunday.
ready for that Sunday.
Sunday, you peek into the room, the prison hold, the makeshift prison, and it smells disgusting.
Worse than me.
Yeah, about that bad. There
Stinks in here.
stinks of human excrement, elven excrement, half elven. There's a big,
I'm covered up, but I'm gonna cover up anyway. Like cloak.
but for the most part, it's dark, and appears
got
that
my
they
goggles on.
had been stuck in there for a few days. You don't see anything of interest from where you were standing.
Going farther.
Going farther, looking around, goggles of the night on, you take a look around. There is a central pillar, 5 feet by 5 feet. You walk around it, you see a couple of spots. It seems that they tried to leave waste towards the pillar, and then you see spots like soiled hay where they may have been sleeping against the walls on the other side,
Okay.
but
Nothing.
nothing of interest.
Okay, I'll just leave.
Okay, as you come back out, the
Nothing,
familiar,
guys.
the familiar's already begun its journey to the south, moving around the corner. You, as I had said before, the
Stinks in
tunnel
there.
does turn to the left and to the right.
You have advantage. He's invisible now.
12. What?
He's invisible now.
I know, but I'm still stealthing with it.
You have advantage.
That room's stinky, guys. You don't want to go in there.
18.
Nice. So left or right?
So is this on this map?
Yeah. Go ahead and keep scratching.
Left or right?
Okay. So he's going.
Just use the eraser, yeah.
Let's go
This
left
way?
that way.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, right.
Then we're good.
Yeah.
Just keep going until you tell me you want to stop.
Okay. He goes this way.
So we're waiting in the first room while this is going on.
Yeah.
And
Peering through the eyes of your mechanical companion, it takes a turn and then comes to a door.
Okay.
The door is closed.
Okay.
There is a tiny gap underneath. It is a dwarven door, however, it looks like the door had been destroyed and then rebuilt by shoddy construction.
Okay.
So there is a gap. You believe your familiar might be able to squeeze underneath.
Okay. For now, he's gonna back up and go the other way.
Okay. Moving back down the other direction, your familiar takes a turn and a turn. The hallway itself zigzags before coming through a long hall and turning once again. Just use your thumbnail.
Turning more?
Yep. And turns once again and opens up into a much wider, much longer, much taller hallway. This particular hallway itself has all sorts of pillars on it. Does your familiar have dark vision?
I'll have to look it up, but I'm sure it has some type of dark vision as or it has my vision or something like that. I'll look it up.
Yeah, we're just going to say it has your vision right now. So as you come around the corner, you do see that in this room, there is a long row of pillars. At the end of this hallway, it ends in a door. But strangely, the room itself also has a set of frescoed murals along the wall.
Okay.
What are the murals?
Okay.
Okay
Oh.
then.
Okay, gentlemen. There's a big room with lots of pillars, and then there's a door I could probably slide slip right under, and down the other corridor.
Did I hear anything?
Hang on. Or listen.
Just the weird, subtle sensation of wind. Not a strong wind, but like the ever-present feeling of air escaping Undermountain itself.
Back to the door. Same thing.
You go up to the front of this door. This door is more intact and put together. It is still of dwarven make. It is a bit more decorated. It seems to have been decorated with gold and brass at some point, but
Talking about this door.
Oh, okay.
The dwarven.
Well, the door at the end of that hallway appears to have had gold and brass at some point, but seems that it was peeled and scraped away by looters. You traverse all of the way back to the other room, where there is a shoddy-looking door standing in place of a former doorway. You are able to make an attempt to squeeze underneath. Go ahead and give me an acrobatics or athletics check for your
First, I'm gonna listen at the door.
Don't hear anything.
Okay. I don't really have stats for this thing right now.
What is it?
Yeah, that's the thing, right?
You just have to pick,
was
pick an animal.
It
You
was
still
a
have to pick a
spider.
creature.
Yeah. It was a spider. Yeah.
I believe a spider has blindside up to 10 feet.
Yeah.
How that would depict, like, pictures, though, I don't know.
5 plus 2, so 7.
Oh, it's like spider vision.
I envision it's like sonar. Like sonar.
Yeah, but
Eight,
it's
like 8 eyes.
7. Just,
7.
yeah.
Unfortunately, your construct is just a little too big to squeeze through the underside of this door.
Okay.
It was able to get a little bit of a look in there. You believe you saw tall forms, 4 tall figures, as well as something central in the room.
Okay.
The central thing was much shorter, much shorter, but possibly made out of brick.
Did they move?
No, everything was standing still.
Alright. Bring the familiar back and explain what I just seen to everybody. Guys, there's a big chamber. There's I don't know what's in this other room. It's hard for me to see. Familiar can't fit. Quiet.
Let's find out what's behind door number 1.
That's right.
Let's go.
Cool.
To the first door, the
Roll
makeshift
spells.
door.
Yes.
Just give me a heads up. I'm
What?
saving my spells for heals.
Okay.
I still can't hear you.
I'm telling the group this.
I know, but I'm just saying I can't hear you, and I'm sitting right
I
here.
can't hear myself. My head's stuck.
He's saving his spells.
I'm saving my spells for all of you.
Alright, listen here. Saving my spell.
Well, listen here now. I'm saving all my spells for you.
You get to the door. It is makeshift. It appears to have been bits and pieces of salvaged wood that were hastily, poorly, and unskilled put together in some fashion. But it does the purpose. It's nothing more really than just a gate on hinges. It doesn't even have a doorknob.
This offends me as a carpenter.
You can pull it open.
Pull it open.
You pull the door open. On the inside, your dark vision allows you a bit more of a scene. You look around and you see that there are actually 4 very tall stone statues standing on an individual plinth, each one. The object that the construct had seen in the center was itself some sort of a well, a drop. It doesn't seem to have been a trap because it has a curved wall. It reminds you of the yawning portal itself, but anything more than that, it's deep enough that you cannot see the bottom with your dark vision.
Okay.
Any skeletons, dead bodies lying nearby?
Nope. Just the statues.
And the statues are of what now?
Finn, having a dwarven parent, you actually recognize right away that one of them is Moradin.
Oh, shoot.
It's very easily recognized to you.
Grimm's also a dwarven parents too. And the Deep Delvers, I know, do support Moradin.
Indeed. Indeed.
Would
Any
you
other...
like to make some checks to see if you can recognize the others?
Yeah.
I'll give Finn and Grim advantage on your intelligence religion checks.
Grim, what do you know about this place? I mean, there's a lot of dwarven iconography here. 17.
14.
17. Finn, you're able to basically spot out each and every one of them. One of them, you know only a little bit about. But starting from the first statue in a clockwise fashion, you recognize Moradin, smithing god, and the god of crafting. To the next in that order, you recognize Dumathoin, the god of mining gems and ore, followed by Clangadin Silverbeard, a god of war and bravery. Finally, the 4th one is a god named Abathor, who's actually not one that you recognize his domain.
Yeah, probably wouldn't.
I will begin a detect magic ritual.
I'll look down as far as I can.
The bottom of this pit seems to be too far down. It is definitely more than 60 feet in depth. A very deep little well. Detect magic. You're not really picking much up. You kind of detect that there is a faint aura around everything here, but it's not magic as in what a wizard would be. From your check along with Finn's, you kind of recognize that this might be a place of offering or a place to receive blessings. Appears to have a divine significance.
Drop a coin.
You give it a little bit of a wait. You feel like you wait longer than you've expected, but you do hear it.
Sound like it hit other coins?
No. It doesn't sound like it hit something loose metal. It sounds like it just dropped on stone.
Beforehand we made religion checks, right? Beforehand we made religion checks on the gods, right?
Yes.
Can I make a history check on... No, that doesn't make sense. I'm trying to figure out if we could make a prayer or something here, but I'm not sure how to do that. I kind of really skipped out on those teachings.
What is this place doing in it? Wasn't this a castle?
This feels like a holy set.
Yeah, this was a castle.
It's meant for offerings.
I had to. We did our prayers a lot. My mother was a paladin.
Yeah, my mom was a cleric, so kind of got the same thing.
Yeah.
Every Sunday, showing up at Morden's Church of the Holy House, you know.
the keeper of secrets.
Well, do a prayer.
Okay.
It's been a while. I'm a little rusty.
Finn and I would like to conduct a prayer to the dwarven gods.
Okay. It is not complicated to do so. You believe, though Cole did not necessarily hear anything down the well, Cole, you kind of were on the right track, as the two of you know. You kind of give up an offering and drop it down. However, it seems that just dropping things down in the well don't seem to have an effect. What it would be, you might assume that offerings actually given might vanish into another realm.
Yeah, like directly to the gods.
Correct.
Okay.
So a coin just dropped might be a coin just dropped.
My ma was
I'll
real.
take out my 2 pieces of coal, and I will set them down on.
Can I have one of those
Not
sapphires?
drop them down, but just set them down on the.
Yeah,
Thing.
Cole still has them.
Yeah, wait. So are you saying that each one of these we could make a special offering to?
Yeah, most likely.
Okay.
You don't even believe that you necessarily need to give an offering that's exquisitely
For each one of them.
for each one.
Sounds so specific.
You could just drop something of value into the shaft after having said a prayer.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you want?
I'll take your ruby. Please.
Ruby. I got
Sapphire.
I have sapphires.
Sapphire.
I'll give you one.
Alright.
Okay.
Palm this large sapphire in my hands, critical.
Okay?
And I say, Morden, creator of the dwarves, holder of the fire. I am the spark. Give my friends and I good passage as we search into this underdark. Light the flames in my spirit and let the dawn roar. And I cast this gem into the circle.
The gem is dropped down. Give me a religion check.
Can I assist him with
No.
some more prayers?
No.
Right.
Oh, it went from a 19 to 3.
You're halfway.
What's the total?
In total is a 4.
Total is a 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the prayer was really good, so your DC is actually really low on this.
Good job.
Which means I'm going to give it to you on that one.
Sorry, guys.
Good prayer.
It's a
Good
roll.
prayer.
Can't control the roll.
Yeah.
No, but that was a really good prayer, so I'm going to let him have it.
Yeah.
The dice don't dictate everything.
It's not like you've got enough inspiration.
The statue of Moradin actually kind of like, the eyes of the statue burn with a bit of a light for just a moment, and the hands flare up with just a bit of flame for a second and reach up through across the body of the statue. And the gem, you don't hear it ever hit bottom, but you feel yourself bolstered. Like your hands all of a sudden feel like they just know what to do. And as you stand here, you receive a boon. You know that for the next 24 hours you have double proficiency on all your checks.
Yes.
Nice.
That would have been great against that fucking bard.
But you guys didn't want to come in here.
As I feel this out, I look out to the Morden statue and I say, "Thank you."
The statue itself seems to become cold.
I was imagining like an
Rosy
interview with the
cheeks now.
vampire, you know, where the eyes like blink for some reason on the statues.
Cole grabs one of the gems. I don't know which one of you likes to kill things, but I'm having kind of a problem right now with that. If you could help, that'd be great. I throw it in.
Okay, that's a terrible prayer, but go ahead and give me a religion check.
Do you say one of the gods' names?
No, he said whoever likes to help kill things.
Okay. Yeah.
It's pretty good for it to work.
No. You're good.
Not bad.
That's a better prayer than mine.
Well, better roll, not a better prayer.
11.
So with gusto.
Anybody want to give him advantage?
Yeah. Can I point him in the direction of which god? I'm not really sure. John isn't really sure.
Look, I will let
Grim
you.
knows.
Like the war god, right?
I will let you go.
No, Grim can do it.
If you want, I will let you take a step back, and while he's doing this, give him bardic inspiration.
Yeah, I can do that.
6?
Yes, it is a D6 still. No, it's a D8. No, I'm not 5. I'm still 4. So it's a D6. Sorry.
Just don't roll a 1.
Yeah.
Give it a little bit more heart, Cole. As I rub his like shoulder.
And you gently point him towards
The right
Klingadin.
Yeah.
6.
Nice.
Jeez.
Total of.
18.
Mass 17.
There you go. The statue itself, standing there with a large battle axe in hand, you see just the axe itself, solid stone, but you see like the glint of silver along the blade, and then back down the other side of the second twin blade before returning to stone, and the statue seems to grow cold afterwards. But you feel bravery well up in your chest, and for the next 6 times you have this in a bank.
6 times.
You have 6 uses of this. If you miss a creature, you can choose to hit.
Wow.
I think it worked.
Okay.
As you feel assured,
Fires.
and your attacks, you feel like your axe itself is being guided
Give me one of
in
those
your hand.
gems, Cole. I'm gonna try it.
Possible Sunday.
Okay.
You got 2 statues left.
Be like, Finn, which one's the luck god? The luck dwarf. Where's the lucky dwarf?
There's no time war here.
I'm gonna make my prayers to Dumathoin.
You see
Sunday.
that there is Dumathoin, the god of mining gems and ore, and then there is the god that you know the name of, but you don't know its
I don't know.
domain.
I don't think it's worshipped on Vinland.
Dumathoin,
Dumathoin.
Go ahead.
keeper of secrets under the mountain.
Okay.
Please reward our delves into your depths with treasures and with the revelation of dire secrets that can help pave the way for your glory.
Religion check.
Can't pop that.
Okay. Stressed out.
Well, especially since you don't know last guy.
Oh, it's a 7. Plus 7, so 14.
As you do this, Dumathoin's pick glows with a ghostly blue energy before fading. The statue grows cold, and you stand there, and nothing seems to happen. Till suddenly you're feeling heavy, and then your coat feels heavy, and it feels like it's weighing you down. It's like pulling you towards the ground.
I'm having a nightmare. this is not what happened to you guys.
What's going on with Grim?
Looking at Grim, you see that his pockets are bulging.
Oh my gosh.
What's going on here?
Can I open my jacket?
So you open up your pockets, and as you do so, these rocks come popping out. 10 gems land on the ground, scattered around you, of amethyst and quartz, as well as aquamarines and opals. 1 diamond, each one, 10 of them, worth 100 gold pieces each.
Okay.
Dang, good job, Graham.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Gem those.
It's a good investment.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Sunday.
Sunday, I don't know anything about this god really.
That's okay. I don't know anything about any of these gods.
This one.
Sunday gets down on her knees like she's going to church,
Sunday, this one could be dangerous.
and she puts her hands together
the area.
like she's going to church, right? And she's like, "Oh, dwarven gods, could you please reduce the pain and suffering that we may be afflicted with through our journey to Skullport? Amen." My throat gem. And that's my prayer.
Okay.
She don't know. She's a chick.
What's gonna happen?
Sunday only knows religion the way she knows religion. Get on your knees and pray.
Get on your knees.
Your uncle's a devil worshiper.
So, as you drop this gem underneath,
Yes.
you hear a whispering dwarven voice in your mind.
More voices.
It's like the dwarven god of assassins. Like
I really feel
I
like
feel like it is.
More voices.
Bad.
like the dwarven
You've chosen
god.
wisely.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Flawless victory.
I am Abathor, the dwarven god of greed. I find your offering wanting.
Oh. Okay.
And the statue grows cold.
Give it more.
What's on your character sheet?
Oh.
Just let me look at that real quick.
Oh no. Finally something unexpected.
Oh no.
Oh, we got more equipment.
Oh, yeah, let me see all that. What do we got here?
To be cursed. Then you wouldn't even have the cool dagger.
No, what about like all that gold we just got?
Oh yeah.
Cole has it.
Cole has it.
Oh good.
Yeah.
The walking bank machine over here.
Yeah.
ATM.
I give
It's
you
okay,
all,
we all get cursed.
I
as
give
long
you
as
all
you don't
9
lose,
gems
you don't lose our gold.
except for the diamond.
Oh, there's that bottle of champagne.
Each was
You
100.
gotta stomp.
Oh no. You hear a cackle.
It's Vincent Price.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Boom, boom.
Oh, you do have the bottle of champagne Douai stomp, huh?
Yeah, dude, didn't you
Yeah.
get this little
Oh.
I think you could stop looking.
Oh no, he's digging deep. It's a deep dive over there.
He's like, dude, I'm not gonna take
You lose 3 things.
Oh man!
3 things disappear off of your person at that moment.
Okay.
A cloak of protection,
Son of a bitch.
the champagne Douai stomp,
Oh.
and a silvered flask of holy water.
Oh.
I'll never get to try champagne Douai stomp.
That's hilarious though.
Yeah, it is.
For you. Not Rick. Jesus Christ.
Do you know how horrible that would have been if you picked that god? Everything. Every gold coin.
Oh my.
Every gem.
That would.
Oh, with the roll that I rolled?
No, regardless of roll. It's the god of greed.
Oh, he takes it.
Does he give anything?
No.
He just takes.
Poor Sunday.
I fucking warned you.
Oh well.
I was like, I looked it up. I was like, I don't think this is a real guy.
Yeah,
You were looking up Abathor?
I was like, he's not in here. I don't see him anywhere. You cheat at the very end after he lost everything.
It's on the Forgotten Realms wiki. He's a hairy. The things I do in my spare time. What cryptic god can I take things from them?
Send in Cthulhu next.
We're like, oh wow, boons, gems, treasures. Sunday's like, me next, me next.
Exactly.
Well, did it work?
No. I get nothing.
Yeah, Sunday, where's your
Yeah.
shirt? Where'd your cloak go?
Yeah, Sunday, I can see all your face
Right.
now.
You didn't steal her wrappings.
No, it's like the cloak's gone.
Yeah, the
So, like,
cloak's
half-
gone.
So her hair's sticking out now. It's all
Yeah.
gray.
Oh.
Yeah, it's yes and. So
Yeah.
there's bits of Sunday showing through.
What a day. Can we go now?
Can we at least try that?
Did not
the
work.
champagne.
Yeah, bust that out. Let's celebrate.
It was just right here.
Well, how could you lose that? This is $100 ship.
Sunday, it was like 100
Just
gold.
wait. It's gone.
Do I still have my drow
It's
wine?
my holy water.
Great. You had holy water? We were fighting shades back there.
My uncle's a devil worshiper. I'm taking no
Damn, Sunday,
chances.
you just can't get a break.
I can't. Ever since I met you guys, it's been nothing but downhill. My pockets got full. Oh, let's go.
God damn.
You know what? I will say I absolutely loved that
You get
roleplay right there
inspiration right
so
there.
well. You all get inspiration. I'm gonna give you all inspiration. That was well done.
Just get out of here.
That was the definition of yes and.
Right?
Loved it.
Cool.
Loved it.
Sorry, Sunday.
Okay.
Cry.
Well, my friends, shall we
My
press
necklace is
on?
still here.
Yeah.
Thought about it.
I know you did.
Shall we head back to the other chamber?
I'm feeling like I can't miss in battle.
Ready for a fight?
Let's march.
Ready for a fight, Cole? All right, let's go back to the other
Cold in here
with
now.
the pillars.
Pretty generous blessing on a half orc from a dwarf.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
This was not fair.
All right. Where do you go now?
We go to the room with the pillars.
Ah,
I want to do a perception check when I get in there.
Dwarves.
okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna be behind Cole.
That's why you
Hate
believe in
dwarves.
halfling gods.
Anybody want to do? Who else is proficient?
I'm proficient at everything now, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, then I should.
He's got the
I'll
high
give
pro
you
glow
advantage.
going over here.
I'll assist you. I'll be your Watson.
What am I doing
Sherlock.
here?
Finn's got
Perception.
this
All right. Broken pillar about more than halfway.
I'm gonna-
Right, I look at that
investigate.
broken pillar from here. I'm trying to see it.
Stand behind him. Yes. Yes. Look right there.
That was a $100 bottle of champagne.
So
was saving that.
Doubling your proficiency, so add 3 more.
That's 30.
Wow. Wow.
You hitting the wrong thing.
Jeez.
Oh, my passive perception is 20 now, by the way.
For 24 hours?
Yeah. Oh, no. Hold on, guys. I was looking at persuasion. Sorry about that. Sorry, guys. Redo. That is 8. So it's 18 is what I saw.
Okay.
My passive
Okay.
perception is
Okay.
now 18.
But you still
Nice,
rolled
dude.
at 30?
No,
Oh.
I rolled a 10 plus 4. Plus 4.
Oh, an 18.
I have a
You rolled
forward
a 10.
perception.
You couldn't have taken the chalk.
Yeah, I rolled a 10 and a 4 and a 4 because I have double my proficiency.
So
Wisdom bonus, if you have one. Right?
Yeah, that's
Wisdom plus 6.
the pillar itself does not appear to be anything noteworthy. It appears that at some point this pillar in the past had broken away and fallen on the floor. It could have been a long time ago. There's nothing that makes it look like it was recent at all. But what does catch your eye looking in here, you see that the walls themselves are both frescoed with types
Word
of...
makes me laugh.
I was gonna say, do we see like frescoes of people we know dying on the walls?
No. It is instead like a mosaic, like tiny little beads and glass beads and bits of tile all put together to depict the building of Undermountain by the past dwarves. It shows the beginning in like a time lapse, and there is a dwarf at one spot, and in the next spot is the same dwarf seemingly, who just moves, and like the image of Undermountain grows around this particular dwarf as he moves from your side of the hallway to the far side, to the point where Undermountain is this vast mountain and labyrinth of tunnels. You can see what some of the tunnels seem to have been intended for. However, this doesn't appear to be anything recent, so what information you can glean from this would be a guess at best of what Undermountain may be today.
You don't need to undersell it. It's still beautiful.
Yeah, it is absolutely beautiful. It is a work of art,
Probably
and
not
a
any-
shame that you can't bring it with you.
Yeah.
In fact, it seems other people had the same idea. As you look at this, you see that the mural itself had gemstones and gold and all sorts of manner of valuables inlaid into it, and it has been defaced over the years and pillaged.
I'm gonna look for any more
Someone
of
like
those,
gouged out the eyes.
Gouged out rubies and eyes and ornamentation. What?
I'm gonna look for some of those buttons.
What kind of buttons?
Like the ones that I seen on the previous map that were...
Give me an investigation.
Stupid dwarves.
19.
19. You kind of peer over everything this way and that. It's a big mosaic, and there are a lot of teeny tiny little tiles, but you know dwarves a little bit. You know that they like to make the button kind of an ironic thing, easy and quick for a dwarf to point out, like the ruby on a hat, or the hilt of a sword, or maybe the head of a maul. But nothing strikes you as a button.
Okay.
Hey,
Is there a
Groom.
door here?
Is this a
At the
dwarven
end.
city?
It was, yeah. On the mountain.
Why didn't you tell me about this?
I didn't. I thought it was that obvious.
I mean, we've been walking through this and it's been looking like dwarf places, but... How long ago were there dwarves here?
That was long before the city of Waterdeep even,
Inspect the door.
was a
We're
long time
talking.
ago.
We can keep going as we talk. I'm just
Okay.
saying, it's like,
Yeah, it was a long ago.
Do we know the history of this place?
I want to...
Anybody can give me a history check on this.
Yeah, is there anything
Go ahead and roll for your
significant?
inspection.
I mean, it's a 9.
24.
I rolled a 2.
I would ask Finn to roll for it, but it'd be really weird for you to all of a sudden know everything.
yeah, no, I honestly don't know anything because I've never done
24. 24 to inspector for history.
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 History. Yes.
Or inspect.
Yeah, he was inspection.
I was
Yeah, he was
inspecting.
inspecting, yeah.
Sorry.
So it's fine. Trying to
So-
think of a reason why Cole would know.
Right.
You would.
None of you. Go ahead and roll for history real quick too. You inspect the door and you see that it had been gilded in gold and brass,
9.
but you don't see anything of value on it now. You don't think you could scrape any more off of it.
just like the other doors.
It's just basically what's kind of inlaid and part of the steel now.
Is it locked?
No, it doesn't appear to be locked. You give it a little go, and it seems that there is a latch on your side, a little thumb latch, but you give it a go, and it seems to unlatch itself. Little test open.
And I see part of my wrist showing. I'm like,
It's only temporary.
So, 11, that was the highest history check? Or
Yeah, I
10?
think so.
And that was really Cole with 11 as the highest.
mine was a 9.
I got a 9.
Yeah, I think so. My travels, like,
Cole,
Sorry, I
Cole,
just-
you've heard of
I got
Waterdeep.
nothing.
You,
Like, we don't talk
that's
about
the
this
end.
on the
I've heard a lot of it.
you had been to Waterdeep maybe once or twice, and what you mainly remember of Waterdeep is that each time they warned your captain about paying you, and that finally they came back and busted him.
Yeah.
But
Ah.
otherwise,
Instagram timbers.
otherwise, the only real things you know about it is that
Also, you
Waterdeep was built around the bay of deep water, and that the mountain, Mount Waterdeep, was once a stronghold for dwarves who were mining mithril. It has a much longer history than that, but it's not anything you've ever cared about.
Okay.
You heard a rumor that the dwarves left for several different reasons. Somebody once told you at port that the dwarves left because they awakened a deep evil down in the depths of the mines.
Oh.
Another rumor was that the mines dried up and that they had nothing left to go for. And yet another one was that they had turned to madness and worshipping dark gods.
I believe that one.
All right. Cole doesn't feel like that's very important, so he won't share it. Let's move on.
Dwarves always dig too deep.
Open the
So
door.
I'm just like asking questions. Cole's like, I know.
Yeah.
That's not important.
Open door number 2.
You open the door. This opens up to a much larger chamber. It is an octagon chamber.
Oh no.
The ceiling of it rises up in a dome from where you are all the way to the center of the ceiling, the center of the room being 30 feet up. There are spectral blue torches rising up along the walls. The wall opposite of the entrance hangs a portrait with a golden Baroque style artwork frame on it.
It's a Baroque style, guys.
Just looking around.
You're gonna have to Google it. It's an art thing.
It's not Baroque yet.
Exactly.
The portrait inside the frame is of a wizard. It seems to be cycling through some sort of a ritual over and over. As you stare at it, you see that it resets itself.
It's like the Macarena.
Like a GIF.
Like a gift.
The wizard in this portrait is going over a ritual, and once the ritual starts, the whole thing resets, and the wizard goes through the same motions of this ritual again, and then resets. It takes the wizard a full 12 to 15 seconds to go through it, but it's on a cycle.
Do you recognize it, fellas?
Hold on. Behind,
Okay.
or in front of you, in front of the portrait, but on the ground, there is an altar of sorts with a few assortment of objects on it. You can't really tell what they are from here. There are similar altars that wait in front of 4 cardinal points of this room. Behind these 4 altars themselves are 4 statues that leer over the rest of the room. What would you like to do?
Well, Cole says I should be careful, but I really want to go check out that portrait.
I just wouldn't just jump to conclusions and do what he's doing.
No, I just want to inspect I want to see if I can tell what ritual he's casting by just simply observing it.
Okay.
And I asked Grim if he knows it at the same time.
They were hot a minute ago. 12.
It doesn't appear to be a ritual like Detect Magic or a ritual like Mordenkainen's or anything like that. It appears to be like a specific ritual with a specific purpose. What it is, you can't tell. It's definitely magical in nature, but you can't quite put your finger on it. You believe that it might have something to do with elemental magic.
Can you copy it? Mimic it, Grim?
Yeah, Cole says that's a bad idea.
That's the obvious answer.
I know.
Do these altars appear to
where the
give the
PTSD
same
kicks in.
feelings as the other altars in the other room? Is it possible it's the same gods?
No.
It is obviously not the same gods to you. Now that you look around, you do take a quick look at these statues in a clockwise order, starting from where I forget. I didn't write that down. That was stupid.
Like north to south?
They all look the same.
In a clockwise order, you see that there is a gargoyle, a sahaugen, a salamander, and an arakokra.
Which ones are where?
I think it's actually.
So this would be like
He
12
wasn't
o'clock.
sure.
Oh, we
5
have an
o'clock,
F, an E,
6
a
o'clock.
W.
Yeah, there's letters here.
12,
Does that help
3,
you?
6, 9.
There's an E, a W, and an F.
F?
And then, yeah. And
Okay.
an A on the right.
Oh, that's
That's
right.
right.
The Eric.
Arakokra is A, yeah? I don't know what the
So
gargoyle would be.
there are there are 4 triangles on the ground as well. You see that there is a triangle pointing down. There is a triangle pointing up. Each of those have a line through the center of them.
Okay.
There is another triangle pointing up and another triangle pointing down. Neither of those two have a line through those.
Which one has the line through?
These ones don't. These ones do, I think.
Only
Yeah.
one is. Okay.
No triangle with a line. Triangle without a line.
We're so good at puzzles.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we're great at them.
So,
Okay.
Starting at the triangle,
Element.
starting at the triangle pointing down with a line through it, you're going to see that that one has the gargoyle. So
Okay.
Pointing down.
I believe it's this one.
That one.
That one has a gargoyle. The sahaugen, the salamander, the arakokra.
Okay.
Are these triangles
Yeah,
manipulatable in any way?
They are actually an etching into the ground.
Can you just say that again, what you were telling us?
Yes.
So starting at E.
Gargoyle,
That's a gargoyle.
Uh-huh.
Gargoyle.
make that brown.
sahaugen.
Sahaugen.
Yeah. It's spelled weird. I'm probably saying it wrong.
S-H-A-U.
You are.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Am I?
Oh, it's those. They look like those.
Sanjine.
They
It's
look like those
Japanese.
fish
guys.
It's Sanjine.
From
There's a
the
huge
new Aquaman
article in
movie.
the forum.
It's totally not spelled anything
Yeah,
like
there's
that.
no
That's how,
N in it.
that's how it's pronounced.
Okay,
There's a
so
huge
gargoyle,
article about
I believe
Sahaugen,
it. Sanjine
It's Japanese.
Sanjine,
Sanjine.
F at the bottom.
would be the salamander,
And then whatever that.
and then the arakokra.
What is that?
Isn't that the bird person?
It's like a bird
Is that a
creature.
bird?
We saved a whole village of
Bird
them.
people. Remember the preening? We weren't there for preening.
I never saved no birds.
And you said there were different triangles on the ground, right?
Yes.
What was the one underneath the gargoyle?
So just draw 4 equilateral triangles real quick. The one under the gargoyle is pointing down. Sorry.
Can you explain that a little better? What do you mean?
So you're looking at looking at that triangle right there, right? The one that you.
This is the
G?
top one.
Yeah,
This is the gargoyle one. So
That is not the
pointing-
gargoyle one. That one would be flipped on its axis, so that the point would be towards you.
Oh, that's what you mean by pointing
Yes.
down.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Yes. Got it.
So
Okay.
that one's correct.
And
The
then
next one's pointing up. Those two both have a line through the center of them.
like this.
Yeah.
Yep, just like that.
And then the bottom one, the salamander.
Pointing up,
And when you say up, pointing towards the
pointing
gargoyle.
towards Finn.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No line.
No lie.
and then the other one is pointing towards Cole.
So it's
Down.
down. All right. So just down, 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 up, up.
Where's my
B
PlayStation?
Start. Contra code. Got it.
For anybody at home who might think this is a little bit confusing,
I can turn that on.
that one.
It's not even on yet.
Oh,
Oh yeah, it's on. Yeah,
Don't listen to me. I can't see.
that's better.
Right there.
Yeah, I'll get a decent view in a second if we.
I'll put this back in a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, puzzle time.
So there are etchings on the floor. Are the lines or the triangles in any particular color?
No, they're just like carved into raw stone.
Is there like a channel? Like, does it look like a liquid or something could rest inside of?
So a liquid could rest inside of it.
Okay.
You said you're familiar, right?
Yeah.
He's still invisible because I got concentration on it.
Okay.
Is there anything that's manipulatable? Like, can we move or change anything on the altars in any way?
The one single altar in front of the portrait has a collection of items on top of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like the portrait is in this corner, which is between the salamander and the Aarakocra.
Yeah, so this is the portrait right here.
And so you
Perhaps I
said
forgot
one of these altars.
All 4 of those have an altar, and right in front of the portrait there is an altar. I perhaps
okay,
forgot to
there's
draw.
another
Also, there's a
altar.
5th altar.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
The 5th element.
It's love.
It's in my bed.
So
But no triangle on the ground.
No.
can I use my perception to see the ritual he's doing
Yeah.
That show.
from earlier? Do I need to make another check?
You can just walk up to it and you can look.
Corbin.
Just observe it. So you see that
Walk into the room.
Corbin, my man.
walking up to the portrait and looking at it,
It's a giant fan.
you see that the portrait itself is of a mage in long flowing red robes. They are tattered. The robes themselves have a collection of eyeballs looking out of them from all different directions. The mage himself has a rod of some sort. It looks like a dragon head with a long body and then another dragon head. So it makes kind of a double L shape. He takes this
Twin dragons.
Yeah. He takes this rod and points it up skyward. And then with his other finger points down. And then with magic ignites a candle. And then takes a chalice and pours water out. And then everything resets. Starts over. Wand, points,
So
candle.
sky, ground, lit candle, water, right? I mean,
So those are
that's-
elements.
Yeah, just like the bird, the sanguine, the gargoyle, and the salamander.
Gargoyle is
The
earth.
login is
Yeah,
water.
they're made of rock.
The gargoyle
What's the
is
Saujon?
earth.
They're water. They're big fish people.
They're like lizard
Okay.
things.
More like fish people.
Yeah.
Mermaids. Maros.
What are the items on the altar? That's what we're gonna have to.
The altar before the mage has a collection of items. You see a bowl of salt, an empty water skin, a dagger, a stub of a candle, a censer, a pouch with a sweet-smelling powder, a wooden statuette of a grinning frog, and an empty glass decanter.
Sorry, boss.
Wow. Yeah, we're gonna need to write those down.
Understandable.
Alright, let's bring it to me one more time.
A bowl of salt. An empty water skin. A dagger.
Salt.
A stub of a candle. A censer.
What's a sensor?
It's like an incense burner.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a little
Like
disc
they.
thing.
Oh, I was thinking like the ones you use
It's-
in like.
some of them are like
the
Yeah.
smoke.
That is also a censer.
that's
Yeah.
a sensor too.
Okay.
It is actually the one you were thinking of. It has a long chain. It's a big thing.
Right.
Okay.
It's a shaft tool.
A pouch with a sweet-smelling powder.
Oh, that's for the sensor.
A wooden statuette of a grinning frog.
They can use the salt on the lizard.
So we've got powder for the sensor.
Statuette with a frog.
I'd say the salt goes for the gargoyle. Salt of the earth.
And a glass decanter.
Yeah, and it's empty.
Yep.
And so we decided
But
that
there's
salamander was fire.
True.
Yeah. Like
Salamander could be fire.
Fire newts.
Fire salamanders.
They are kind of assimilate or associated
Well, that's
with
right.
fire.
The elementals. Is it the picture of a fire salamander, like an elemental salamander fire thing, whatever they're called?
Like the creature.
Yeah. Or is it like a standard tiny little earth?
I mean, you said there's
Like a
already a
newt?
salwin, right?
So,
And
yes.
a cockroach. And a gargoyle.
I'm not going to make you roll for it. I basically already told you what a salamander is. That it's a salamander, so
We should all know what a salamander is.
you probably all would not know what a salamander is, but
Like the flaming.
Oh, yes, one of those.
Yeah.
That
Yes.
kind of
That
salamander.
thing looks
I'm
like
thinking
fire. Yeah.
grab its tail, fall off salamander.
Yeah.
That we'd all know about. But that one, yeah, no.
So guys, the bowl of salt is kind of an idea for the gargoyle.
Okay.
Yeah.
The empty glass, there's an empty water skin. I don't know what that's there for. That one's kind of suspicious. The dagger, that one's a little suspicious too.
What's the dagger made out of?
What is the dagger made of?
it's a typical dagger.
Iron.
Just iron and wood.
Any inscriptions on it? Anything? Okay.
Has it got a
any
dragon
blood
head on it?
Dragon head? No. Blood? No.
Rust?
Yes.
Okay.
Stub of candle. Is there still wick on it?
Yes.
The sensor. Is there anything inside of it?
It's got something in there that had been burnt before, but otherwise, no, not an object.
I'm gonna put it up to my face and smell the same.
Have Shane
as
lick
what's
it,
inside
or
the
Ryan lick it.
It does not.
Okay.
It smells like something else. Pungent.
We've got the. What is this pungent sweet smell in a powder?
Intelligence check?
I bring it over to Groom and I show it to him.
Okay.
Can you investigate this?
I will. Would this be considered like some type of an alchemical substance, perhaps?
Sure.
Okay.
Ooh,
Nice roll.
nice roll.
It's gonna be really good. Yeah, 24.
It is a sort of alchemical
26.
substance.
Sorry.
It's a 6?
26.
Oh, 26. I'm like,
Yeah.
it went to 24 to 6?
Whoa, that dropped.
Yeah, it's some sort of a sweet smell, something from alchemy. It's just a type of component powder. It's not an incense, but it is sweet smelling.
I compared that with the fresh powder to see is it like the same substance.
The stuff on the inside of the sensor.
Oh, it's not.
It's not the same stuff as the sensor.
Okay. It's some sort of sweet smelling incense.
It's just a component that you know of that's
Right.
used in alchemy.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like a sweetener. It's like sweet and low.
Yeah. It's like sweet.
Aspartame.
Yeah.
I hear that squirrel butt.
All right.
there's a statue of the frog. What is the statue origin, I guess?
Wood.
Whoops.
Carved wood.
Oh, it's made of wood? Okay.
It's a wooden statue.
Alright.
Do any of these items appear to be damaged at all?
Not so much. A couple appear to be worn.
Yeah, like old. Yeah. Actually, are there wear marks on the altars?
Investigation.
Yeah, okay. I will go up and take a look at the altars and see if there's any wear marks or signs of ritualistic.
Yeah, like candle wax and burns.
Yeah, like does one have wax drippings or anything like that?
Or water.
Ooh, baby.
20. Now they're hot.
You do
27.
see that around the altars there do appear to be spent component pieces, similar to the ones that you see on the altar in front of Hallister. However, they also appear to be a bit mingled. And now that you're up close and really looking at it, you see that some of these statues appear to have a dark brown oxide substance along the weapon portions of them.
As in
Like-
blood.
Yeah.
As in, like, blood.
So all the statues have blood on them?
Seems to be.
The weapons do. Yeah, I'm like, guys, pretty scary, alarming discovery. These blades have blood.
Can you detect magic on them?
Sure.
Probably from the failed
Give me about 10 minutes.
users from before.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I can dispel magic on one of them.
You can kind of come to that conclusion seeing as how all the altars have different components that don't always seem to add up to what you're thinking.
So I sit in the center of the room, crisscross applesauce, and begin the ritual to detect magic.
Okay, what does your ritual look like when you do that?
Usually it involves my beholder beater, but this time he's literally just like sitting there crisscrossed and just like tapping into the mystical forces.
Find your center,
around
Grim.
me. Yeah. And when his eyes open, they're like glowing, like kind of like what color fall is, like green or whatever. When
Blue.
he's like blue, yeah.
Blue.
They're like fall is like, and I just start looking around, anything that.
Like you've been getting into the spice.
Yeah, exactly.
How long does it take?
10 minutes.
So you come out of this and you see that every statue itself has a faint aura of transmutation magic about it. The portrait of the wizard has a powerful, very powerful conjuration magic on it, as well as you kind of just feel magic otherwise in the air around here. But those are the main sources. Those are the sources that are of noteworthy observation.
Hey guys, you see any doors in here?
Doors?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't spotted any.
Follow points to the one behind all of you. That one?
Hey guys,
I think the altars may be doors.
what is this for? Like,
For
what does this
some
do?
reason.
Like, do you think it, like, opens the door in here?
Like, why do we care?
Yeah, I mean... the cool thing was with the dwarves, I mean, they didn't look like it was gonna kill us, but this is obviously gonna
Well, the
pass-fail.
Grim, you're the one that inspected the altars, correct?
Yeah.
The triangles are of strong concern to you, as in they catch your attention. You're not afraid of them, but like you definitely get the sensation that they mean something. And so as you're looking at these, it's like I've seen that before, and then it's so easy. I can't believe I forgot about it. They're actually like rudimentary symbols for elements.
Okay. And so I go up to each in turn. I'm assuming I first go up to the Sahuagin, and I take a look at that one because I kind of know that those are likely water creatures. So do I get like a feeling of like a water element from that one?
As you look at the triangle, recognizing that it is a symbol of elements, you see that in front of the Saujin, was it?
Saujin.
Saujin?
Sanjine or
Something?
That's what it's
Sanwine.
Sanwine.
Senwin.
The fishy-looking guy. The triangle in front of that one is actually a triangle for the air element.
Okay. Okay, geez, this is not making something as
Can we pick up the altars?
I go straight for the
move them in any way?
the Aarakocra, and I check that one.
Cole gets to work in it, giving the altar a good push, and you go and inspect the other triangle, and you see that that triangle itself is a triangle for the water element.
They're opposites.
Okay. And
Cole, you find that the altar itself is very much.
yeah.
You find that the altar itself is very much in place. However, you do notice that the statue itself is deceptively light. That it's not even leaving scrape marks on the ground.
Ah, the statue's in the wrong place.
So I go inspect the other two.
Are you serious?
Assuming that this one will be the fire one and this one will be the earth one.
Can we pick them up, move them to the sides?
This time, you find that these ones are in the right place. The
Okay,
salamander is with the fire rune, the gargoyle with the earth.
Okay.
Good job, Cole.
Grim.
Okay.
I can move them. Grim, where do I put it? So I go and pick up the Aarakocra.
Yeah, it goes here. It goes here where the air symbol is.
I don't know if we should have them close to each other. Someone else grab it and we'll rotate.
I use my incredible hat. Oh.
He's like taking his shit up. He's like,
Somebody's already doing this. I got this. Because I'm like, I got two now instead of one.
Whatever you say, Cole.
So it's like, ugh, I'm like a little bit stronger than usual.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to stay warm over here. Gotta keep moving. Like we're drawn.
Okay. Rotate.
You
Clockwise.
move the statues. They're heavy. They weigh about as much as a gnome, but they slide and they don't really do much damage to the ground as they do so. And you switch places.
Okay, we switched.
Oh, I just didn't say
Okay. I take a look back at the gesturing Gryffindor portrait.
Right? No changes to it. It continues to go through the same routine.
I
Okay.
think that's the order of the ritual.
Okay, so he points to air, then
points to the
the
ground.
earth, then he lights a fire, then what happens?
Pours a water.
He pours a chalice of water.
Okay.
Air
So air, earth, fire,
and then lots of candle.
Fire 3, water 4.
air, earth, fire, water.
Oh, you got this backwards. Then. These two are
Oh,
backwards.
it's fire then water?
Yeah.
It's candle
He
then.
points at the air, points at the earth, lights a fire, pours the water.
Well, I think we got it.
All right.
Are we supposed to pour these directly on the altars? And why is there a fifth altar?
It had all the objects.
There is fifth altar.
Is there a fifth altar?
Yeah, it was in front of the board.
It's with the
in
portrait.
front of the wizard.
Is there
And that's
any
where we found all the
elemental
stuff,
on this
right?
one?
Mm-hmm.
That's where all the objects are. Okay.
With my previous check, did I find any elemental inscriptions on this one or anything like that?
Nope.
Does it look like there's a place to actually give an offering on this altar? Just
This one does not appear to be anywhere near as ornate as the other four.
okay.
Are the other ones like? Are all the other objects like a red herring? Because he only uses a glass of water and a fire. He doesn't do anything when he points up and points down. He doesn't throw salt down or put like air in the air. He doesn't light the incense, the censer.
Next to the one with the air, is there anything within arm's reaching distance that can be touched or something along those lines? Like, because he reaches up, so I'm like,
The statue of the Aarakocra is in place, and you could touch parts of the Aarakocra statue, but nothing on it would really make you think air.
no corresponding elemental symbol.
It doesn't.
like that.
Looking at what the portrait is doing, you kind of point up, and you're not pointing at the statue. The statue is in front of you, and you're kind of just pointing at the ceiling above the two of you.
Doesn't look like it activates.
I just realized what the letters mean.
What?
On the map.
I was thinking it's probably like the map maker.
No, it's earth, air, fire, water.
Oh.
You weren't supposed to unscratch that much.
I'm sorry.
I'm like, oh.
But we didn't figure it out for a long
We
time.
didn't figure it out at all, yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy about that.
My stupid player.
He's in character.
Yeah. Okie dokie. So that's a really good idea, Finn. I'm a little nervous myself. I mean, what do we...
Well, it feels like a
Sunday's getting
dance at this
impatient.
point if he's doing it like that, but he has to cast it with something, right? He's holding an object for this. And that is
The stick.
the two-sided.
Paula picked up the stick
What stick?
from that.
He
Paula
doesn't have-
tosses
Remember the
a
stick?
5-foot pole.
Remember he picked up that pole?
There's no what?
Where are we going?
That
with
wasn't
this?
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was at the Bronzed Visage. Oh, I figured it out.
See? See?
Thanks for the
I think we should all stand on the triangles and offer the elements.
He figured it
One
out.
at a time. All right, let's do this.
No?
No,
Is that stupid?
Okay, what do we do for air though? Like air and ground?
Empty.
The sensor.
Empty bottle.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like he didn't use the sensor in the painting.
I think he's just pointing out the
I'm gonna grab the salt and I'm going over to the earth.
order of the ritual.
He just points up, man. That's all he does. Like,
And I'm
what's the
standing
point?
there.
We still haven't figured out what's the point of the triangles, man.
They're symbol. They're elemental symbols.
They helped us switch the god. They're the statues.
They helped us arrange properly the ritual statues.
Did they?
I'm gonna put my handful of salt on the earth triangle.
this-
Oh,
What?
there's an order.
There's an order.
What order?
Oh fuck.
One.
No.
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 Air's one.
Air's
Air's
one.
one?
Yes.
Okay, I'll stop.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
What are you doing? Like he just took a second.
Sunday goes over and like
Patient.
starts scraping up the salt.
Roll initiative.
Ready to go.
Stand on the triangles
we
and
haven't
offer
figured
the
out.
elements.
Alright, I take the sensor and I
Stand
go
on the
into air.
triangle.
Stand on the triangle.
I will take
The salt.
Well, I guess we don't. There's one that we really don't know about. I mean, we can do water.
Salt of the earth,
Salt.
guys.
We do salt.
Follow is like,
We do
I have
fire.
a
We got
decanter
them
of
all.
endless water.
Yes, you
Yeah.
do.
Fill up this water skid.
Yeah,
I'll go
Yes.
grab the water
I
skid.
got the salt.
All right.
What up?
You take care of
You
the
do
water
fire.
skid. Yeah, you have prestidigitation,
fill this up.
right?
Yeah, I can light the candle.
You light the candle. So then I'll do the sensor.
Alright. Let's go. Cold water.
I take some of the. Is the sensor lightable with what's in there, or does it need something?
Shandar, Orion.
There's something in there that could be scraped together, maybe.
Okay, I will scrape the sensor.
Okay. Just kind of scrape it up, try and get something.
Mm-hmm.
And you try and light the incense, or
Yes, that is what I do.
okay. Well, you've got something.
I have a
fire
flint and
starter or
steel.
something.
Yeah.
So it catches a little bit, and it's mostly spent, but like it does kind of let up just a little bit of a wisp of smoke comes out,
Okay.
and you have this sensor in hand.
Okay. Guys, I'm gonna go. Sunday, you're next.
As this happens, the statue itself, not the statue, the portrait itself kind of stops and slows down, and you feel like the portrait's looking at you, and it goes and freezes that way. And the portrait itself is staring right at you as you do.
Point!
Oh God, I point. And I stand there with. I point with the sensor in hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I stand in
Yeah,
front
you
of the Aarakocra.
And then
Salt.
No.
And then
No.
No.
That's two.
Hang on.
Sunday's like,
Okay, yes, it is. Sorry.
Yeah.
like a few
Stop it,
grains,
Graham.
a few grains had already fallen
Lay
out.
down. Point.
Your undead heart beats.
Right.
You drop the rest of the salt. The portrait itself turns and acknowledges you and points down.
I'll point down with the same hand and point up.
Same way.
Copy.
Next,
All right. I cast prestidigitation on the candle as I light it.
a little flame erupts, and you see the portrait turns and acknowledges you and
As I
lights its own candle.
Snap my fingers. And do
And then it waits.
I'm still standing.
What was the water for?
You're
Pour it or drink it?
he pours it. He pours
Drink
the
some,
chalice
then pour
out.
some.
Pour the water on the altar.
Water pours out of the water skin right onto the altar. The portrait turns and acknowledges you and pours water out of its chalice. And then it stops its cycle. It puts everything there. And it kind of, the portrait of the old wizard acknowledges all of you in silence and kind of looks. And you see he takes up his rod again and in his hand. And then it disappears from the portrait. And then slowly the visage of this wizard steps backwards and fades into the blackness of the portrait itself. Looking over, you expect something dramatic to happen, and you wait for a moment, but it feels like all of this has just been a show. Until finally, Finn, you notice that there is a new object on the main altar in front of the portrait.
Can I put my arm down?
Staff. What is it?
You go over there, and you see that it is not the same wand or rod that the wizard had, but it instead is a very decorative, fancy-looking wand.
Can I use an Arcana check to see if it feels magical?
You pick it up. It definitely does feel magical. Your Arcana check would be an attempt to identify it without the identify spell.
I still have
immediately
detect
get cursed,
magic
yeah.
on anyways. Yeah.
You're double cursed.
You recognize it's magical right away. It seems to have evocation magic in it.
That's the kind that kills, Finn. You don't want that.
While you do a detect magic, should we take a break?
Yeah, we could.
Let's reveal this real quick.
All right. We're gonna reveal.
What's your Arcana check?
It's mine.
Son is like, I'ma swing this
Mine.
motherfucker around.
Right. It's way lighter than my rapier.
Sorry, what now?
17.
Good job, Finn.
As you take this wand in hand, it has a couple of spikes on it from side to side. It's very elegant and thin, and it has rings at different intervals all of the way along it. The tip of the wand itself appears to be some sort of crystalline blue flame in design. It's definitely a crystal, but it looks like almost like if you could freeze fire in just an instance. You rolled a what?
17.
This is a wand of magic missiles.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, baby!
Alright.
Those are dope.
I hand this off to Grim.
I miss.
Right? Shatters on the floor and shoots you.
It's like a Roman candle. It's just like shooting out wildly about the cavern.
Magic missiles don't miss.
Yeah.
We don't.
Strikes on the staff.
Ricochets off the walls.
Yeah.
Let's take a break.
Missiles.
Break time.
We solved the puzzle.
Am I the only one that was like picturing like Vigo from like Ghostbusters 2 and the big like?
No, I was thinking that like, he's gonna walk
You know what? You know
It's
what?
gonna be a door.
How about this? You're all level 6.
We'll level up on the break. Hello and welcome back.
Hello.
On break, we were doing our level ups to 6. Jesse's flipping his ears around. It's very distracting.
Sorry.
So we thought it might be kind of cool, just out of character, just to kind of say what we took at 6, because couple people are multi-classing, and so Cole took his 6th level of Ancestral Guardian, which is when a really cool trait turns on. I can now summon my Guardian Spirits to provide protection in battle every round, and it's going to be awesome. So I can spend my reaction to block damage from anyone that I see. I roll 2d6s and it knocks that off the damage. So I can do that once a round, and it's amazing.
Awesome.
So Radamanthes will be swooping in and taking some of the damage. Other than that, Barbarian, so I got 10 more hit points and 1 more rage.
Nice.
So that's what I got.
Good deal.
Who wants to go? Who's ready?
I went, took a 3rd level in Fighter to give me the Martial Arts type Battle Master, which gives me gives me 4 superiority dice that I could use at my choice, which is 1 die 8 to whatever one of my 3 maneuvers that I picked. And I picked for my maneuvers Riposte, which if I get missed, gives me an extra 1 die 8 attack. I picked Lunge, which gives me an extra 5 feet for my attacks, so that will help with my sneak attacks. I can get in and get out and hopefully have an extra 5 feet on my foe. And I also picked, what was my last one? Fainting attack?
Yeah, that's how we say it.
Fainting?
That's how we say it.
Fainting?
Mm-hmm.
You say it differently. It's okay.
Which you can expend 1 superiority dice, use a bonus action on your turn to feint. Choosing 1 creature within 5 feet of you as your target. You have advantage on the attack. So that just helps my advantages for my sneak attack when I don't have advantage normally with my sneak attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I got,
Pretty sweet combo.
I rolled max hit points. I got an extra 12 hit points.
Big boy.
So I'm up to 58 out of 61.
Nice.
I lost my cloak of protection.
Yeah, that's sad. Did you knock that off your saves and everything?
Knocked me off my saves,
And
put
your
me
armor
down
class.
to a 15
Sorry.
AC. But I'm good.
Yeah.
Good.
There are ups, there are downs.
Oh, I picked another kit. I picked the Forgery.
Cool.
I have 4. I have Thieves Kit, Disguise, Poison, and Forgery between my classes.
Fante is very skilled.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm straight divination wizard, no multi-classing, but I got this super cool ability. Expert divination. It means that anytime you cast a divination spell as a divination wizard, you get to regain a spell slot of 1 level lower than the spell you cast.
Oh, sweet.
So I just got kind of like spam spell slots now.
Mind bullets.
Yeah. Mind bullets.
Telekinesis.
Yeah, and
Yes.
you're gonna see Grim casting a Mind Spike a lot
You
now.
can kill a yak from 100 yards now.
Oh yeah, I practiced
the
on
power of
yaks.
his mind.
Yeah. They're surprisingly resilient.
I can create a
Mind
yak.
bullets.
I can create a yak with my finger.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that,
Yes, you can someday.
I
a
got a
couple
finger of
extra
yak.
spell slots. Nothing really to speak of. I get to pick 2 more spells, but I haven't done that yet
Nice.
because I'm still drooling over my new ability.
Hell yeah.
It's a good one. It's a really good one.
Yeah,
That's awesome,
it.
man.
I'm Finn Littleman. I've taken a 5th level in Bard.
Yes.
I'm multi-class, so I'm 6th level caster. I don't get any new spell slots, but what I did gain was a spell, so I took Hypnotic Pattern, which is dope as shit because I've got a mandolin that gives me advantage on charm spells.
That's awesome.
The best.
Except for elves and half elves.
Cole can't wait to chop heads off people staring at dancing balls.
My bardic inspiration has moved up from a D6 to a D8, and now when I cast certain cantrips, I can add 2D10s or 2D12s or 2D6s, or I mean 2D4s because it's just cities left.
Really?
Yeah.
That's really cool. See, we're all learning things. I didn't know that. That's fantastic.
That's cool.
And Fala has
Fala?
doubled Fala's proficiency in 2 skills.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. That's 4 skills Fala has double proficiency in,
Boy.
as well as
Expert.
stuff and other stuff.
All
Also,
from
Fala
kick butt.
can. I was wrong, it's not at range, but Fala can give the help action to anyone as a bonus action.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Fantastic.
That's really handy.
Yeah.
Sweet.
That is
What
what
are
Fala
the
should be
skills
doing.
she is expert in? It is
There.
Fala is expert in.
Excellent question. I've got.
Do not utilize Fala for this.
Don't.
I know I've got. There it is.
Fala's gonna have a change.
I gotta update Fala's hit points.
So is that?
Can we roll for a health?
I don't ever roll for my health, but you certainly can
I
if you'd
do.
like to.
I, as a wizard, am too scared to roll for my health.
I always roll for
I take
mine.
the average.
Fala is proficient in
Give me another
deception,
free HP.
insight,
I mean, I
investigation, perception, performance, persuasion, and
You rolled a
stealth.
1? You rolled a 1?
I'm too scared to roll.
I rolled an 8.
Oh.
I never
It's
roll.
like as high as I can get it.
Yeah, I just took the average.
The average for the
I'll update that later.
Fala.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Jesse. I didn't mean to steal your thunder.
Because it's higher than.
I'm sorry, man.
I heard.
Fala has got ridiculously high perception and ridiculously high stealth.
Okay.
You should take her performance so that she can act like she's a real person sometimes. I mean, oh.
Okay.
I am a real person!
And you win the Jerk of the Night trophy.
Let me take that inspiration back.
Why do you keep calling Fala
Scratch, scratch.
jerk of the day?
Alright, well.
I'll take that inspiration away.
I'm a real person.
Yeah. We know you are.
I know. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
So,
I just meant like more human.
Fala, if you don't think people are
More
taking you
human than you.
seriously, start talking like Cole.
All is Blade Runner now.
Who was Demon Den? Is that Damon?
That's me.
That's you? Okay.
so you have Wand of Magic Missiles in hand. It's a fine treasure.
Yes, it is.
That particular Wand of Magic Missiles
nothing
does
but
not
zombie
recharge.
Oh. So it
Right.
just explodes?
One,
It'll crumble into dust.
How many shots?
10. It does have full 10 shots.
You know, I'm
good
gonna
thing,
cast
isn't it?
Identify on this Wand of Magic Missiles because it might be cursed.
What
You
gives you that?
do know that Identify on magic items does not necessarily identify a curse on it.
But it reveals if they are cursed, generally. Correct.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Is it cursed? I don't think so.
You can just
Do you want to cast Identify on it?
No, I don't. Because
Sunday's
seems-
reminiscing her
results
wins.
seem dubious
1500.
either way, so
Wins.
Results seem dubious either way.
sucking that magic right back in.
I'm just.
She just had that epiphany.
I'm a charging my Identify.
Yeah.
I'm a casting it. Never mind.
Yeah, never mind.
I'm just gonna jump over to that spell real quick. Choose one object you must touch through casting the spell. It is a magic item or some other magic imbued object. You learn its properties and how to use them. Whether it requires attunement to use, how many charges it has, if any. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. It could have the spell curse on it, but if it's like a curse like what you guys have, then if the item was created by a spell, you learn what spell created it. If you instead touch a creature, you learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting them. So, does not necessarily. It's kind of Dungeon Master's call.
A bit ambiguous, but I'm going to assume that it is safe to use.
And give it a whirl.
You know what assumptions do.
Yeah.
Right?
Alright, let's go.
Let's go.
You leave the Chamber of the Elemental Ritual
Yes, we do.
and back into the Hall of the Mosaics,
We all had epiphany.
to which you suddenly stop in your tracks, in shock and on guard at what you see before you. There is a single eyeball, about yay big, floating in the room. It is green with a yellow iris. The pupil is black as the abyss, and it hovers, bobs a little.
You there, eyeball. Why are you here?
Being an eyeball, it just stares back at you, unsettlingly.
It's an eyeball.
Sunday, flank it.
Symbol holder.
Ooh.
I start to the right side.
Yes.
I don't know what those are.
Flank.
I don't know why I'm asking. I have no clue what that is.
It knows we're here. Start walking up one side.
Yeah.
I'll take the left side.
Its vision flits back and forth.
If it makes any move to attack, I'm gonna blast it with my wand of magic missiles.
I hide behind the door.
Staying to the left.
Get an angle from behind.
Okay.
45.
The two of you flank it. It continues to flit back and forth as fast as it can, trying to keep tabs on all of you.
Does it
So
look
it's
like
in this room with all the columns, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
And
I'm
not
attempting
drawing a
to
weapon.
jump between like cover of each column. So I'm like stay in the column and then
Yeah, that's a good idea.
and then
Each
I
column.
jump to the next column
Does this
until
eyeball...
I'm close to it and then I wait.
Every time you do so, as soon as you move from a column, it immediately tracks you with its vision until you disappear again, and then it flits right back to Sunday.
Okay.
It even stares at the door that Finn is hiding behind.
Does it look like any of the eyes that were on the wizard's robe?
No.
I start reaching into my components pouch, and I pull out the pocket sand, and I start looking at Grim.
Giant eyeball.
Sand in your eye.
You gotta get pretty close. Gotta get that close.
Fala puts a hand on your shoulder. If not now, when? You were born
like
for
a
this,
go.
Finn Littleman.
With all your freaking
Pocket
proficiencies.
sand. Go for it. I got your back, buddy. If it makes any move to attack Finn, I'm blasting it.
I lean out and throw the pocket sand in his eye.
You're gonna have to do more than lean out.
Alright, I jump out, slide forward, all Keeley style from like Lord of the Rings, and I throw pocket sand in his face.
Getting as
It's
close as
eye.
you can in your movement, and at the very last moment you slide, I'm like picturing power slide on your knees.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and just pocket sand flies up. Cole has axe at the ready. Sunday's at the ready, and the sand flies through the air and lands on the eye, which kind of like it doesn't have eyelids, but you see that it kind of like shrivels just a little bit and just stares at you,
I pull out salt. Oh.
and it just disappears.
Oh, does it like blow out goo all over?
No, leaves behind no
Just enough to
magical
piss
residue.
something off.
Weird.
We've been had.
It was the mage. You know...
They gotta remember me. That's what this
Dwarves.
was. It's like, hey, you threw sand in my eye,
Dirty
you piece
dwarves.
of shit.
Do I... I'm gonna make an Arcana check. Is it too late?
No.
Have I recognized that spell before? It seems like clairvoyance.
Was it like a giant arcane eye?
19.
It does
think that's
appear to
what it's
be
called.
something like a giant arcane eye.
Exactly what's that.
Arcane eye itself is small, about 1 inch in
Giant.
diameter,
Oh god.
and moves around, can go under doors or other things like that. It itself is
bars.
invisible, but this one was large, not invisible, and stationary.
What does it mean, Grim?
It's like a giant casket.
Is that what that means?
A giant wizard?
The
Yeah.
bigger it is, the bigger the caster.
How big is the wizard?
Giant.
Giant?
So the bigger the eye, the bigger the caster.
Sure.
Okay.
Are you serious?
No, no,
I believe it.
The bigger the caster, the bigger the eye.
That's what I said. Whatever you say, Grim.
Listen,
This is your area.
we like Vince said, we've been made. We solved the puzzle.
Oh, I've been made already. Have you seen me lately?
We proved ourselves a worthy opponent. We've been
For
noticed.
popping an eye with dirt.
All we gotta do is go find the Manchun and high five him. Then we're out of here, okay? We don't have to fight the Xanathar. We're not here for any of his bullshit, right?
Well, we do have to do it. We gotta
Can
drop
we
off
just
this
go
gold.
to the Goblin Bazaar?
To the drow?
No, to the half
Half drow.
Yeah, 1/2 drow.
God, that
One half drow.
That must be like a shitty life, man. Because you're like not accepted by
drow.
elves, not accepted by drow, not accepted by.
Don't talk like that in front of Cole, dude.
Yeah, that's my life.
That.
It was hard.
Yeah.
Isn't
Your mom's a dwarf.
isn't half
Yeah. What the hell?
part of your race?
Dude, they're accepting. Like,
Isn't the word half
my dad's
part
a
of your
half
race?
wizard.
Quick one.
Yeah, my dad's a halfling, right? But that means like a half human.
You are so
Well,
prejudiced.
at least you know your dad.
So I'm one human, one half halfling, and then half dwarf, right? That's how that works.
means you're a quarter.
Yeah, you're more
Fala
like
puts a hand on your shoulder.
quarterly.
That's like 3/4
Yes.
short person.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Paula.
And don't feel bad, Finn. Sunday is half devil.
Really?
Wait,
I'm all zombie.
Is that true?
Wait, does that mean Grimm's the only
I
guy?
thought it was true, wasn't it? That's what you were seeing in your room.
Quiet, Paul.
But
I was carrying holy water for this.
I heard you say Sunday's the devil.
How embarrassing. It's okay,
I believe
Sophie,
it.
I'm sorry.
Hey, so you're the only full breed.
That's
Excuse you.
That's
I'm noble. Humility.
noble.
I'm full.
Yeah,
breed.
that's true. At least I'm pretty sure it is.
What's that like?
Normal.
You want to see normal?
People accept me.
I mean, I got accepted.
Oh, very.
That normal?
I can't pull it off, so I have to like slide it.
Right.
It won't just come off.
You should put it like on the sides of your cheeks, so
Yeah.
it looks like.
Just leave him there. Hang him off the back of your earlobes.
Oh.
I like slide it onto
Oh,
my
and
eyes.
I get this cool idea, and I reach into Grimm's bag, and I pull out 2 bolts, and I stick them on the sides of his neck.
Dr. Finn, no.
All this is happening as you guys make your way out of this tomb. Spirits lifted, laughter in the dark. Maybe not the smartest move when you're in a
we
giant
don't
dungeon
care.
full of man-eating monsters, but spirits are high, and
I'm a zombie.
it's been a victory today. A couple of victories. One asshole half-elf
Yes.
on the
Yeah.
loose,
We got paid.
but you got paid. You have righted some wrongs and discovered sweet, sweet loots.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet, sweet loot.
And so you
Made Finn's quest happy.
You traverse out of this portion of the dungeon, back through, and so you were faced with a choice. Do you continue to explore the dangers of the dungeon level, or shall you take the stairwell that was guarded by the goblins with their rust monsters, and descend into the arcane chambers to see what is really going on with this goblin
down.
bazaar?
Let's go to the Goblin Bazaar.
Is it? We don't want to check out the rest of this little floor here, this little dungeon.
This area we're done.
No, we're not. There could be hidden doors everywhere.
Yes, we must search every stone.
Wait, let's just all just run our hands on the walls all the way up, and then we'll be able to find whatever we're looking for.
Do it. I'll roll perception.
So like one tall person, one short person on each side, and the short person will hold the
Touch
bottom
the
half, and the tall person will touch the top part.
What did you say your passive perception is now?
It's 14 plus 4 now, so it's 18.
Well, that puts you over the top to find the secret door.
As I say this, I look sideways and I'm like,
Hey!
It's right there, guys.
He points his finger out and gestures directly at. Oh, the camera's not on it.
No.
No, this will work fine. He points his finger out and gestures directly at that red brick right there. Mm-hmm. That one right there. He's like, hey, that one's out of place.
Sideways.
That doesn't go there. And so you're able to push the brick in, and as it does so, it slides back, and you hear.
I tried to. Like, I tried to reach it a few times.
Right
It
there.
is a.
I don't know where. Where is this?
I lost my laser.
You're a laser.
There it is.
He's a major laser.
Right here.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh,
Using the wrong one.
History.
No. To the side.
Other side.
There you go. Seriously, a thumbnail works so much better.
Does it? Does it really?
Yeah,
Hey,
good
get
shit.
that thumb out of the way.
It's Big B's thumb.
Do you guys want to just
where did
walk
we
through,
enter?
or- Right here.
Right here.
Over here? Okay, so this is what we see so far. We haven't gone around the corner.
You are correct, sir.
Okay.
So,
Marching order.
Cole Groom
Finn.
Cole.
Yeah.
I'm still concentrating.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
You can
Oh,
send your familiar out.
Yeah. Okay. Familiar goes in first. And
Okay.
do you want me to roll a new stealth check for it?
Yes.
Oh, baby.
19.
Job.
You have advantage.
I do have advantage. 19 is the best.
Moving in here, your familiar is able to pick up what seems to be the remnants of some arcane study. It looks like it used to be some sort of wizard's laboratory, but the entire place has been ransacked. Books on the ground, soiled by bits of water, standing water here and there. Mold has grown. Mushrooms have sprouted from the old parchment. The bookcases have been knocked over and broken. You see lab equipment, very expensive looking bottles of different things, filters and alembics and jars and Bunsen burners have all been shattered. The entire place is ransacked.
Guys, it looks cleaned out. Maybe we can go in for a closer look if you want.
Okay. See any creatures?
I don't see any creatures right off the bat. No, I didn't see anything. I'll pause for a minute and give a listen. I doubt it has any type of perception. It's got that blind sight. It's a spider.
You don't sense anything in here.
Okay. I don't sense any. I don't see any life in there.
Shall we take a look?
Yeah, let's go.
I'll go first
Sunday first.
Stepping into the darkness of this room,
with my goggles.
stepping into the darkness of this room, you see everything that I had just described. It is, for the most part, completely destroyed. You could, of course, siphon through the objects here and there and see what you can find.
Let's go to the hall.
Yeah, I'll definitely search through any of the arcane papers, books, and to see if there's any spells, anything that I might be able to salvage.
The two of you go through, and as you approach the books, the mold on the books explodes. The entire place, 10-foot area around it, fills with these toxic, noxious spores. Sunday, you're within range. I need the two of you to make a Constitution saving throw as you take a deep breath in and you feel this burning in your lungs.
Hold your breath.
That's good.
11.
18.
11 is a fail. Sunday, you're going to take 11 poison damage, and you are now poisoned.
Yow.
Grim, you're going to take half.
So 6.
Yes. As well as
Words that, can I? This is a trap.
As well as Sunday, you now take another 6 poison damage.
Wow.
As it continues to spread into your body.
I have to see it happen too.
Okay. I took some damage.
Dang.
And Sunday, you take another 6 poison
I
damage.
drink a pot of potion of healing.
You take a deep breath of a potion of healing. Roll a 2d4 plus 2. And Sunday, you take another 6 poison damage.
Sunday's dying.
Sunday is not looking too well as she continues to hack and cough as these spores seem to be setting into her lungs.
Did the healing potion help?
It does not appear so.
Make a medicine check right now.
Sunday, you can repeat your saving throw this time.
I got a 23.
There you go.
21.
I figure that she's probably poisoned, but I'm trying to figure out what it'll be.
It is definitely poisoned, and it's a type of yellow mold spore, although it's extremely aggressive. It could have killed her, but it seems that she is recovering now. Her body's fighting it off.
It was the
with her.
magical potion.
It was not the potion you have
It was my
decided,
saving throw.
but it was part of being poisoned. She managed to cough up the spores, the saving throw. Had she not made that, she probably could have taken another 20 or some poison damage.
That was fast.
It acts fast.
Yeah, I'm like, Sunday's dying. You know, this is not gonna work, dude. We don't have time for
Next time, don't roll the second one. Let me give you some inspiration.
Okay.
I have inspiration still.
So anything
D8 to it.
that just dangers in here? That's it?
Yeah, well, staying away from the books and everything, you see that all of the alchemical equipment, you do look through that and you see that there are a couple of components here, some mixtures that seem to have survived, but could be they are
Oh, I was like, what?
they are not completed. You believe that it's possible that you could finish a mixture with a couple of skill checks.
Okay. I'll look around and see what I can complete.
I don't feel so good, guys.
Arcana.
Go ahead.
so
Go
good.
ahead and give me me 3 Arcana checks. Let me know what each one is.
Okay. I have advantage with these since they're alchemical
I'm at
properties.
40 good points.
So first
I'm just trying to
one
play it.
is either a 19. Okay. So first one is a 19.
Okay.
Second one is a 27.
Okay.
And the third one is a not as great, a 10.
A 10.
So 19, 27, and 10.
As you mix all of these things together and the potion begins to form, you believe that you have actually managed to create something usable. It appears to you that the potion itself has taken on an unusual substance of its own. Instead of a liquid sitting at the bottom, it all appears to be a weird fog that floats up towards the top in sort of a reverse expectation of liquid.
Okay.
It swirls about as if you have a bottle full of mist. You're pretty confident you just created a potion of gaseous form.
Sweet. Okay.
I'll take that.
Is it safe in there?
Can I
No.
Can I give it a little taste to identify it for sure if that's what I actually made?
Yeah.
Okay, I do that.
You unstopper it just a little bit. The
doing some
wisps
mist.
of potion kind of float out, and you have to drink it in reverse from what you would normally do. And yeah, you kind of it causes a weird burning in your mouth, but you feel stretched thin, like butter spread over so much toast.
It's the effervesce, Cole. It feels fantastic.
Burp.
Yeah.
Continue on.
Yeah. So the next room. That was the triangle room.
Yeah. It's right
We hold our breath
in that
until we
triangle
go
right there that you already uncovered that you find the next thing that is of interest. It appears here there is a pile of ash and charcoal. It looks like wood has been burned, but strangely, the most significant thing that you see about it is that there appears to be a ruined sword on top of it. It looks like it has fire damage.
Sorry, I keep coughing, guys.
Can we go investigate?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll go take a quick peek at this and see if I can figure out how it was burned.
Okay.
The sword's not magic, right?
Rolling hot.
Yeah, 17, 18, 19, 20, 24.
It appears as if this was a mundane fire, and more noticeable now that you're here and looking at it, the sword itself you believe to be completely ruined. The chalk on the ground reads out, "Farnham, this gambler finally cashed out."
Farnham? Okay.
The ashes, man. They're from a person.
Yeah. Say that it'll work in this poor soul.
They caught on fire.
And then he wrote his own demise
Of course, it
himself.
wasn't him.
Looking at it, you see that
Oh God!
This gambler.
Almost everything but my arm is on fire.
some of the remains here you can see there is the occasional little bit of bone, but you also see that the fire seems to have been intentional. You see bits and pieces of wood mixed in with the ashes.
So this seems like this person lit themselves on fire.
Oh my god.
Before writing that, too.
How are you not getting this? It's a funeral pyre.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it makes more sense when you put it that way.
Groom is like puzzled.
Listen.
What is this thing?
Curses are real, okay? Here's what I'm imagining. This poor dude has this sword that
this.
sucks. And he's like, you know what? I'm done, dude. I gambled. I took this sword. I'm burning myself. I can't handle it.
Damn you, Manchu!
Yeah.
This is all real.
So that's what my mind went. Okay.
There's obviously another victim of Manchu.
Curses are real.
Grim,
Yeah. So,
Look at me.
Grim,
yeah.
do you still have your detect magic ritual active?
It's been probably a little longer than 10 minutes, but I can always do it again.
Probably a good idea.
Okay. Yeah. I cast my detect magic ritual. This time I just take some of the ash and like spread some arcane rituals and rearrange.
it was
the
an elf.
logs. Yeah. No, half elf. No, full elf. No, half elf.
Half drow.
Yeah. Yeah.
The good half.
Put the gold right here, Cole. Mission complete.
Ask Fallen.
Yeah, so I just do a bunch of runes and
Paul has
stuff
been
and
keeping tabs.
cast detect
You
magic.
do not detect anything magical right here.
There's no magic, Cole. It's mundane. What
So-
about anywhere else in this room?
No, this is part of like an empty hallway, but yeah, you are able to see into the next room itself. The next room is a little bit more unsettling in appearance. You see that there are
Because I'm in it.
yeah. You see that there are cages and shackles that line the wall, the rusted chains hanging down loosely. There is the smell of mold that seems to be similar as the room before. In the center of the entire room, there appears to be a magic circle that has long since been ruined.
Is this the work whistle?
Time for more twerking. Let's get this magic ritual going.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You approach cautiously to make out more of the details of the room, and as you do so, you see that the center of the room has a jumbled pile of bones with old, decrepit, mummified skin stretched taut over bits and pieces here and there. Looking at it, you see that one of the skeletons appears to be of some sort of very large frog-like creature. Its skull smashed in by something long past, as well as the bones of something else in front of it. As you step into the room fully, this ghostly image takes place before you. You see what you assume to be a slod, an apparition of a slod. It steps out with a large sword in its hand and swings out. Two more ghostly apparitions step in as well, one of them being a humanoid, half-elven in appearance, as well as a shorter dwarf. They take attacks at this slotty type creature, but as the half-elf steps in with sword on high, the slod runs him through and then bites down and removes the head fully, spits it out before turning on the dwarf, who then lands a blow with a mighty two-handed maul against this spectral image. The specter of this slod collapses down atop the bones of the creature that you had discovered just now, seeming playing out the last moments of this room. On the ground in front of you, the spectral image of a half-elf with a very familiar-looking sword fades away.
Oh man. So obviously the same sword that I found in the hallway.
And that's slod bones.
So if
How is it?
Was there a
okay.
salt circle? Like, that somebody interrupted?
It looks like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those damn salt circles.
Like the last slot we ran into?
Yeah.
In TOA.
T.O. who?
Mm-hmm. So the dwarf burned his buddy on a funeral pyre after he lost his life in the slot fight. I would assume. And because the dwarf bones are nowhere to be found,
And he
right?
gambled
Correct.
by summoning this creature?
Perhaps. Or thinking that
Why
you
would
could
he
trap it
summon
in the
it?
first place.
What's the purpose of summoning it in here?
I don't
It's
know.
even possible that the elf was just a gambler in life, and maybe they had mistakenly summoned the slod.
Guys, I don't want to summon a slot.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah, I don't know.
Especially run into a death slot.
Yeah,
I mean, slots in general are all death for us.
yeah, that sounds scary. like it'd be
I don't know what a slot is. I'm fucking Finn Littleman.
Yeah.
This is a cool looking frog, and I start poking
Any
it
other
with my-
ways? Any other passages in this room?
Yeah, is there any other thing of interest in this room? That's pretty interesting.
That was the most interesting thing about it.
So why is this scene replaying itself, though? Like, what?
Residual
Do I
energy.
see any magical auras or anything about this?
I almost took Steve.
Nothing magical in here. As far as you can tell, it seems to just play out the last moments of some poor adventurer.
Interesting. And there's no way out of this room other than the way we came in.
From this side, you are able to see that there is another secret door which leads back to the original chamber.
This is
That hallway itself appears to be a collapsed hallway. The rubble long since fallen. It could take an extreme amount of effort to excavate.
okay. So we got a failed ritual, a burnt thing, and some poisonous books in our secret passage.
And a wand of magic missiles.
Wow.
That's super cool
Yeah,
over
yeah.
there. Okay. I don't see. There's nothing seems.
And a fucking sweet ass boon.
Yeah.
Truth.
Where does it look like the? Cole, do you see any dwarf footprints? Can you tell where? I mean, obviously the dwarf went out into the hallway to burn his friend, but did like? Do you see? Can you tell where this dwarf went by any chance?
I cast light. So the whole room's illuminated now.
I'm just mostly curious. That's all.
Can I see tracks? They're long gone. They've been gone for a long time.
Okay.
My invisibility spell's gotta drop by now.
Sure. Probably.
Well,
Close to it.
I think we've done everything back here then.
Let's disturb the bones.
Oh.
Okay. Shall we play a game?
I am going to, with that in mind, if that's Cole's plan, I want to try and complete the magic circle on the ground.
I stand all over here.
I don't care. I mean, I don't have to. I'll figure out something to hit with my axe.
You want to. Yeah.
No, it's a ritual.
I am going to try and complete the ritual.
Okay.
Start building the room.
Give me an Arcana check.
I work all day and I summon slots.
Hey!
Nice.
This is so important. I'm using my 19.
Oh!
Good job.
Use it as
27.
Do you still have advantage on that?
It's just a magic. No, it's only for alchemical stuff.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Daylight come and the slots come home.
I literally couldn't do better unless I rolled a 20, guys.
You begin trying to finish this magical circle. You've gone through some of the areas. You go back to the other room. You find some magical components that don't look like anything to regular looters. In fact, for the most part, they're worthless. But they're so common up above that they're not worth the bag space. But they did look to be integral for part of this ritual. You place them in the spots that you need. You say the evocation words of power and begin this ritual. As you do so,
I inspire him.
as this is all going on, a large person bumps into you, brandy in hand.
Shit.
I'm a conjurer. Let me do this.
Oh,
And he begins pouring his brandy out onto
Shit.
the circle.
What?
Stop.
Shit.
Stop!
We'll start twerking. We'll play next week.
I did say before you said that I started working.
Let it be on the record that Sunday is now twerking.
I'm twerking. Sunday's doing the twerk.
Hey, wait. Jesse, this is your last week to tell people before you do it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
What, you got an
Yeah,
announcement.
because next weekend is
Game Storm.
Yeah, but we're playing on Wednesday.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Next week.
But I'm playing at GameStorm. So
yeah,
anybody,
GameStorm.
anybody out there watching, go to GameStorm. .org? I don't know. Google search Game Storm. It's a gaming convention in Vancouver, Portland.
It's
Vancouver,
in Jansen
Portland.
Beach. It takes place at the Red Lion Hotel.
Yeah, it's all on the website. It's also on Facebook, the Portland, Vancouver metro area, and it's totally cool. There's going to be a bunch of people. They have their own CCC adventure as well as an epic, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I believe you can still get day tickets, and they're going to be doing everything. I mean, it's gaming, so it's...
LARPing.
Yeah,
gaming,
tabletop, tons
LARPing,
of
yeah.
Are we gonna try to go on Thursday
vendors.
together?
Yeah, I think we're all gonna try to go on Thursday together. I haven't really fully discussed it.
I'd love to do the show there, but
Yeah.
I'll be there early in the morning, and
It'd be
I'll
cool to
see...
just go there and pass out flyers.
I'll try and get in contact with somebody to see if we can't record something there. But, I mean, we all need to make sure that we can...
So if you like D&D and you want to play, with our awesome game master, Dungeon Master, then you can go to Game Storm on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, starting March 28th. Is that the first day of it?
Maybe. Possibly.
I believe it's Thursday
Thursday
March
through Sunday.
28th, yeah. It's a variety of different prices, like $30, $40, something like that, depending on which day you decide to go. But yeah.
4 days.
Yeah, 4 days of D&D. Featuring that guy.
Yeah. Elf ears. I'll put on chainmail. I'll wear my good chainmail. So.
Are you going to do a Sarac any day?
The
Or?
weight.
I thought about it, but I mean, like, all of the adventures that I'm doing aren't necessarily...
We take it off. We take it off. Do you do the school thing?
Yeah.
That's the only way to take chainmail off. You cannot take chainmail off any other way. You take your hair, you put it in a
It's
bun.
like the first time I ever saw that.
You
was just
wrap your
recently.
head in like a hoodie or something. You have to put something around your head because every little link of mail will
your
rip
hair
your
out.
hair out.
Oh.
Yep. Yep.
sounds like fun.
You and I
Sounds like fun.
would have a
No, thank you.
yeah. It's a hell of a time.
One other thing, I don't know if anybody's watching, but reruns their thing. Somebody might be watching, so go to soesickclothing.com. SOESIC clothing.com. Buy something, whatever you want. Buy lots of stuff. Just be sure and put in Chronicles OTC when you check out. You'll send some money our way.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Does it give them a discount at all?
It does give them a small discount for putting in it's a coupon code.
Motion code.
It's a coupon. That's all you need. You can get a cool shirt with like a dinosaur on it.
Yeah, they got cool dinosaurs. They got all kinds of cool stuff. Hoodies, t-shirts.
And their clothing is so sick.
And they're focused for the gamers.
And
For gamers.
I am now using the new NVIDIA codec for OBS,
Nice.
and it looks great. So you will probably notice a pretty good bump in our quality of our stream.
Cool.
And I'm really excited about that. So thank you, OBS and NVIDIA. You rock.
Yeah.
So
thanks for the great video quality.
yeah.
That was product placement. I will be expecting our check in the mail in 3 weeks.
Damn, Skippy.
Okay. Good night, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.
Give me a